Is it a lie if I was just wrong? Are these the same thing?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't. Welcome to the Saturday Happy Show.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. You're too wobbly. Stop shaking. Are you scared? Are you scared? Stop shaking.
Quivering.
Oh, what's new?
Nothing.
It's
I've been like
warm as fuck and it's sunny here today.
Yeah.
I am living.
Yeah, it smells like summer outside.
What the? Yeah, I went outside yesterday at 8:30 p.m. and it was still like just fully daytime. And I'm like, oh, we've made it. Oh, stepping on the beach. Stepping on the beach. Yeah.
I'm a
hot bitch.
I'm a hot bitch.
I crave.
Yeah, I crave the warmth.
I crave the warmth. I'd rather the pain of being too warm than the pain of being too cold.
Agree, big agree. I know that's a hot take. I know that's a hot take, but I'm exactly the same.
Cold is like biting.
Yeah.
Whereas with the warm, you're just like...
And especially where it is not humid and not suffocating.
Hold on, humidity confuses me. I'll be honest. It's by an ocean. How is it not humid?
I think the ocean air sweeps it away. I mean, I don't know. That's my guess.
Is that how that works?
But it's not humid here. I don't know. Maybe it is humid, but I don't feel it because it's not muggy. Like,
yeah.
I feel like
I think the muggy. Yeah.
Ontario summers, you step outside and you can feel the moisture.
You know what?
In the air.
No. So I remember my first time going to like New Orleans, and that was when I really understood muggy and humid. That was holy shit. Yeah. Now see, that's too hot. That's too much. That's too humid.
On a like crisp day, I can handle 35-degree heat. If it's like the air is light and the air is moving.
As soon as I'm swimming through the air.
Yeah, I can handle a 35 Celsius degree heat.
Yes. Sorry, Americans. Learn good better.
Learn good better.
We will not be translating.
And I can handle like a negative 15 if there's no wind chill or like biting rain.
Even negative 15 is cool.
I mean, that's like my max.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Like, anything else, it doesn't matter what is going on. I'm
bad.
very unhappy.
Right.
I will say that the humidity did wonders for my dry skin.
Oh, yeah.
I have never had better skin than I've had in Ontario summers. Like, I was glowing.
Why are you lying? Am I lying? Oh,
we're lying.
Yeah, we're lying. Yes. The title. Right. I forgot.
We said we were gonna finish the game.
And that was wrong.
Actually, we didn't say that. You said that.
I'll take that. I'll take that. Onus.
Yeah.
Anus.
And that's very big of you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. We love it.
You hear? I'm better than all of you. Is what I'm hearing.
I love letting things go right to my head.
Why would I stop? Oh yeah, rip Jerry. Jerry! He died.
You were so empathetic.
Was I? It's one shot, Jerry.
It's
one shot.
It's gold, Jerry. Gold.
Jerry.
Immediately Seinfeld references. You know how like regular people emote to the passing of people.
With Seinfeld quotes.
Seinfeld.
Different Jerry, same hat.
Yeah. And I live by
Interpret that as you will.
Who is Jerry Springer?
Oh, Lord have mercy. It's a lot. It's not my kind of TV, but
I see.
Tended to, yeah. So
yeah.
Right. Like.
Yeah. It's just it's
drama.
It's just messy. Yeah.
It's messy. It's just mess.
He's a messy bitch who lives for drama.
Oh my God. He made a living off of drama. I also was very high, but instead of watching Reanimator, I was watching videos about
I love that.
Zelda lore, and I felt like in that moment, I don't know if it was because I was, blitzed or what, but I feel like I really understood the timeline split now. Now. I want to see if I can make it make sense, out loud in words. So at the end of Ocarina of Time, Hi, welcome to Danny's Zelda Corner.
Ooh, are you...
Do you... the spoilers?
Yeah. I'm sorry. I know the game has been out for like 20 years. I know. And I was just watching a VOD where I roasted someone for not watching things when they've been out for 20 years. And I will let myself be like, or I will admit to this being a very hypocritical moment, but I would play it if I could.
You can't.
Which is I can't.
Switch Online?
No.
What do you mean no? Ocarina of Time?
Oh,
not
yeah,
Twilight
I'm not
Princess.
paying $100 a year though. Sorry.
I'm gonna do it. Thank you.
It's a sleigh.
It's a sleigh.
I love that like pleated skirt look with the like almost like not like mesh, but like kind of like see-through on top and then the shorter liner. I think that's such a sleigh.
I figured it'd go good with the shirt.
Mm-hmm. I know.
like
I've been
them
looking
coming
for
up
a
here
long
like this.
pleated skirt for the summer, something to wear with like my like tight little tank tops. I mean, it's
As
just,
with most finds, it is
just a matter of finding a skirt that doesn't remind me of my mom.
You know who else doesn't like being reminded of their mother? Maybe. I don't think we have that lore, but just play in this space with me, would you?
You know who else is slaying?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I guess that's the better. You know who else is slaying? Let's go with that one. That's final answer. It's Apollo Justice time.
Fabulous.
Alright, we go now. Schmack.
Schmack. And we're doing past the first to be continued to the second to be continued.
I believe so.
Yeah.
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 Okay. So where exactly does this leave us, Apollo?
Great question, girly.
I wish I knew.
Well, the Drew Measham who was killed wasn't Drew Measham the Forger, basically.
Oh yeah, there was some... okay. Huh? Well then who was he?
Well, he was actually...
Right,
girl.
she was the forger.
Yeah. Doing her nails. So, you really made those forgeries? Yes. Your father. I know it was wrong.
Could you tell us how it happened?
My father was a painter. I loved painting ever since I was a child. One day, Father saw it in me. He saw that I had the talent.
Howdy, Skin Puppy, you're just in time. We're just getting going. The talent for making forgeries?
How should I say it? It was not only paintings I made. Given the materials, I could make anything. Anything? Father was so proud, and I so happy. But in the end, I was making those forgeries. I've never had a good constitution nor personality. I know very little of the world outside my door. Now, because of me, Father is...
Do you know about this red envelope?
I remember that envelope. It was some time ago. So you were already you were already creating your works back then? I started when I was only 12 years old. So the one who figured out the stamp was poisoned. That was...
Mr. Justice, it's time. To the courtroom, please.
Right. Out of time.
Wait, Vera, just one more thing, please. Those 3 paintings in the studio.
I painted those as part of my work.
Right. see, we checked them out, and we saw what was underneath. We saw the rough sketches underneath the 3 finished paintings.
I see. Mr. Justice? Yeah? Father, he knew of you. Of both of you. Your late father? He was watching, gathering information. All about the Wright & Co. law offices.
But lately, we're not doing just law.
Yes. You do tricks, gags to amuse, and play piano.
Drew was a parasocial stan.
Love.
Well, they're not really gags.
Yet when Father heard you'd resumed the legal business, how pleased he was.
Who was Mr. Mission?
How am I supposed to know?
What if he was Daddy's daddy?
Judging from the relative ages involved, I'd say it's highly unlikely.
What do you mean? Phoenix is like 30-something, the old man's like 50-something? Possible. We're talking about the 80s, I mean...
That's true.
You know?
Things are already confusing enough with all these...
I got daddies left to me, I got daddies right of me. Everywhere you look, it's daddy,
here.
daddy, daddy.
Things are already confusing enough with all these daddies running around.
All daddies, no sugar.
Oh, you hate to see it.
Oops, all daddies.
Oops, all daddies.
You do not have to apologize.
We know the victim's daughter, Vera, was the forger. What does this mean for the case? Guess we're about to find out. I was gonna make a Dream Daddies joke too, but I couldn't figure out how to work it in.
Court is now back in session. Someone I'm sure has made it happen. If not, get on it. Somebody.
Vera seems pretty tense. She's practically chewing her fingernails clean off.
Perhaps you could begin by telling us how it all worked. How did you set up this Drew Mission Forger persona?
There's that stare again. She's drilling more holes into his head.
I know it's hard for you, but hey, he's a handsome guy.
Oh,
Look, I know you're a fucking... I know you're a simp, but like... Get it together.
What's hard?
Your dick, Apollo. I see you looking at him. Go on. Say hello.
Shoot your shot.
Very well, miss. If you would.
Auga!
Apollo, stand up right now.
No.
Stand up.
No.
Bitch. Did you really make those detestable forgeries? Perhaps you'd rather answer my question. Were you the one who painted that painting? The remarkably similar one?
Yes. I painted it, yes. Father praised me quite highly for it.
So, she was the one who made the forgeries. Yet she did not wish to reveal the truth of their I'm sure I need a calibrator. I never had a calibrator for him, I don't think. It's basically Waka from Okami, which was a little something like this, I think. Yet she did not wish to reveal the truth of their operation. So the victim was a stand-in, a decoy. To the world at large, he was the forger, not her.
I've done a bad thing. I have, haven't I?
Regardless, we need a little more information. About, for instance, this. You have seen this before, yeah?
Yes. It was in the desk drawer.
Very well, you may proceed with your testimony. Tell us everything you know about this envelope.
I created things and Father sold them. This envelope came after my first work. That was other than a painting. Father handled the deal, all of it. I received the stamp that was in the envelope. It was after that job that we moved to the current studio.
There certainly was much of a great interest in your testimony. Not that the witness realizes it. Very well. Please begin your cross-examination.
Right, okay. I need more information about this forger.
So they were at a different address before, huh? We're gonna have to go there.
This Drew Meagan.
Misham, Mosham. Oh yeah?
Oh yeah?
Is that true? Is that true?
So, these things you were making, you mean paintings identical to other paintings, right? The closer they were, the happier Father was. I was happy too.
Still, you're quite young now. When did you begin this work?
My first painting sold when I was 12. Your Honor, she had no idea what she was doing was illegal.
Easy there, little attorney. You're not here to defend her for the crime of forgery. True. Please tell us more about this envelope. This envelope may very well have killed your father.
All right.
Other than a painting. What about
Like a sculpture?
Maybe.
By other than a painting, you mean you'd only done paintings up to that point? Yes, but Father had a realization. He noticed my talent extended to making things other than paintings. For instance, a letter someone had written. Oh, she forges evidence.
Aha.
Or a fingerprint left upon a cup.
Little, how not to talk to a small person.
Or a signature on a document, a seal upon a letter. None of this makes her sound very innocent at all.
It is very interesting going through and doing the VODs and stuff now, finally, and seeing, like, the connections and the foreshadowings and stuff. Like, I know where this is going. I know where this is going. That's kind of wild. How do you...
She's a talented gal.
I guess so. Autism be damned, that girl can forge.
Can forge.
And the $100,000 promised in this letter was the start. The beginning of a new industry for Drew Meagan. A new industry? I mean, who knows, Kat? I think so. But I don't know. It seems like I do. It feels like I do. But I don't know. The creation of items to be used in criminal proceedings. Forging evidence, in other words.
Uh-oh.
Ruh-roh, Raggy. It's all just a theory.
A game theory. So, you didn't know how the things you were making were being used?
I'd reckon she'd like have to have the fingerprint and then just transfer it somehow would be the game plan, but I don't know.
I enjoy painting very much.
I think I understand. The Fräulein has lived in an unusual little world.
Can you tell us what happened to the papers that were in this envelope? father signed them and sent them back, I believe. Did he follow the instructions? Send in the enclosed envelope with the enclosed stamp? Obviously not, King.
This is a rather important matter. Give your answer some thought.
What do you mean you received it?
Yes, true. No, they do that shit, and it's incredible. Sidebar, because I think about this all the time. Funnily enough, it's a sculpture of Apollo and Daphne, where they literally, I fucking love this sculpture, dude. Where it is literally like this I have pictures of this statue, of this sculpture, where like literally you can kind of see it here. The light is like shining through. That's marble. That's rock. And it like is so like, it looks like flowing fabric, and it's like kind of see-through like it. And like I just, or like when they make it look like skin is soft.
Yeah.
It's,
that girl about to turn into a tree.
Like, let me see. Veal. That's not how you spell that. Veal. You know, veal parmesan. See the pillow ones? Which ones?
The sculptures?
Sculptures of the pillow. My Pillow. Mike Lindell. Sorry. This one, okay, it's pixeled now, but like it literally looks like fingers like pushing again, like it literally, like it looks like that soft skin, but it's rock, it's marble, dude. It's insane. This guy's fuck. Turning into trees, just girly things.
Just girly things.
Pillows, maybe. Pillow. Sculpted.
Marbles.
Marble sculpted. Sculpted pillows. God.
Damn.
That's fucked up.
That's crazy.
Shit blows my mind.
That's crazy.
Spread your pillow. Yeah, this shit fucks me up.
They look comfy.
They look comfy. Like, this is fucked up. It blows me away. Blows my mind.
You.
It blows me. Oh, that's awful. Concussion hazard. Don't hit the...
I love that one.
Don't go to sleep too hard, too fast. You might conk out for good. Insane. Making a shoe that's actually cake or some shit. Insane. Oh. Well. Good thing we weren't too far. Yeah, someone posted anti-Narumitsu sentiment on
I saw that too! I was gonna send a message to the Discord, but I was like, I'm still kind of high.
I also like don't wanna...
Yeah.
Like, you know...
I was reading it being like, still kind of buzzed, being like, bro, what the? Imagine being like, they're friends!
No, see, that's why I didn't. That's exactly why I didn't.
That was why I was like, I was so close to being like,
I don't want to turn these comments into a...
No, I shan't.
Yeah. I almost did too, and I was like, you know what?
I feel like I had something really good that I wanted to say to them too, and in the end I was like, I have to take the high ground. The thing is that he was saying that, like, they're obviously straight.
Yeah.
And that they, and that it was basically being like, Phoenix likes women. And I really, really wanted to reply being like, did you know that there is a word for people who like women
both?
who also like men?
Yeah, I thought that was kind of weird. It's like...
Yeah.
I think they said canonically straight too or something.
Yeah.
It's like, buddy, there's only one person canonically confirmed for straight, and it ain't Phoenix.
Yeah. Yeah, it was basically him being like, there's no textual evidence to say that they're even attracted to men, let alone attracted to each other, and I was like...
Incorrect.
That's not true. Like, that's just simply untrue. The thing that pissed me off was I was like, wow, but bisexual people do exist, though. He can be attracted to women, that's fine.
Yeah, just they were weirdly, like...
They were
really like, you know you're wrong, right?
Yeah, no,
like,
it was
just
a little
weirdly...
like Sermon on the Mount.
Yeah,
almost.
It was a little weird. Don't like, you know.
No, do not.
Be cool.
I would actually ask you not to engage.
Yeah. You can glare, but don't. Yeah.
Yeah. I was just the bi erasure was it was that for me. But also I laughed because he was like stating all these pieces of evidence for Phoenix, and I was like, funny how there's no Edgeworth evidence. Interesting. Almost like there isn't actually any evidence that Edgeworth is attracted to women.
And I almost said something about that too, because they were like, maybe it's just because I didn't play it in English, and I wanted to be like, maybe you should play it in English then. Because that's I think a fair point. You know, different translation teams are going to take different liberties because they do take liberties at times.
Yeah. No, and I've even said before, like, I don't mind people who
can think it's straight. It's fine
as like friends.
It was just weird how aggro they came off.
They came off aggro, and it was the bi erasure that really ticked me off. Of like, oh well, he's attracted to women, and therefore there's no way. There's no way he could. Yeah, that was the thing that ticked me off. I really like. I can understand why people do not want them to be together or don't see them as being together, because I think that regardless of which way you look at it, they do share a really special bond, and if people want to see that as like a really deep friendship bond,
I think that's fair.
Like, that's super fair, and really deep platonic friendships are also lovely in media. It's just a matter of what you're looking for and what lens you look at it from, and all of that stuff. So I never want this channel to feel unsafe to people who come in
thinking, who interpret them as straight. That's fine.
And who are looking for those like deep male platonic friendships in media. I never want to feel like those
because that's also, I do agree, that's also important.
Those outlooks are valid, and I get it.
I think that really the main thing for me, because I just wanted to be like, it's a game.
Yeah.
It's not real. It doesn't matter if you know, like they're like, you know, that didn't happen. It's like, it's a game. And it's open to interpretation. It's a piece of art. It's a piece of media.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. It touches people differently.
Yeah. So I thought it was very
people
strange.
Have different interpretations of it, and I hate when people are like, "You're stupid if you don't see things
wrong.
my way."
Yeah.
And I never want to come off that way.
Yeah.
I know that I do sometimes when I'm like, "You're crazy if
when
you
you're
don't
just
think
getting
they're
passionate
gay."
into
when
it,
I'm like getting into it. I do get like that sometimes, but yeah, I think that if you, I never want
you're
to
welcome to your interpretation.
Yeah, I never want to bully people for
because that's the thing, right? Art means different things to different people.
Exactly.
So it's just but I just thought it was kind of funny.
Yeah. I got mad, and then I was like,
I was like, wait,
I can't get into the.
I can't get into the internet fights.
I can't get into a fight in the YouTube comments of a video that I'm in. I was like, that's so embarrassing.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. It's like, I don't know. It's not.
Yeah. It's so funny. Anyway, that's my whole spiel.
Yeah.
Don't go bully this person.
Don't go bully this person.
They're just saying their piece. They're a little off base for sure, and very passionate over something that's not that deep, but I'm passionate about things that are not that deep all the time, so.
Kind of funny, though.
I was high as fuck, being like, oh my god, we got straights in here.
We got straights in my Ace Attorney stream? And agree to I mean, you know, we do this with the politics stuff, too. It's like, it's fine if you, I mean, depending on the topic, of course. Okay,
yeah.
I think maybe...
I mean, as long as you're not hurting people, right?
Yeah. Alright, tangent done. We're back. Envelope, did we press this one?
I don't think we pressed this one.
We go.
So, you didn't know how the things you were making were being used. I enjoy painting very much.
I think I understand. The Fräulein has lived in an unusual little world.
Can you tell us what happened to the papers that were in this envelope? Father signed them and sent them back, I believe. Did he follow the instructions? Send in the enclosed envelope with the enclosed stamp?
This is a rather important matter. Give your answer some thought. Oh, also sorry, we're not full screened here. There we go. The stamp is in the envelope. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah? What do you mean you received it? Did I do something wrong? You didn't use that stamp because it was dangerous, correct? Deadly poison on the back, atroquinine.
I feel like he's just shouting buzzwords.
Literally.
Poison!
Poison!
Atroquinine! Back of the stamp!
Danger!
Danger! Caution! Achtung! A moment, Herr Forehead. You can't force an answer upon the witness. Now then, perhaps you could tell me, Fräulein Vera? Why did you receive this stamp? Is something wrong?
It was beautiful.
Ah, you mean it was one of those commemorative stamps? With the queen on it?
Yes, I think it was. So, you didn't know about the poison?
Poison! Poison! Sad. Sad.
I guess not.
Oh yeah, no.
No, oh my gosh, no, I didn't, I was never, thinking that anyone in this chat was like that today. Or like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Everyone's pretty cool in this chat.
Yeah. So the trap failed by chance. By mistake. Thanks to this commemorative stamp. Quite the close call. After that job, we moved to the current studio.
You mean you moved to where the current Drew studio is? Yes. We saw very few people there. I began drawing picture books.
This single job had tied them to the criminal underworld. I think Mr. Measham wished to reduce their visibility in the world at large.
When we had to meet someone for some reason, Father posed as the creator of the work. So that was the real essence of the artist, Drew Measham. You did the work, and he supplied the face. The red envelope came after she'd completed her first job. That makes it a letter from her client, whoever wanted a forgery made.
Apollo!
We're close. We just have to piece together the parts. A deadly weapon in a red envelope. And the path it took to take Drew Measham's life.
Drew Measham faked being a faker. He faked the fakes.
Slay.
Pretty meta.
We didn't press the last one.
No, we did.
Oh, yeah, we did.
So we're interested in, like, where it was from. Is that what I'm understanding? Can we see? No.
You wanted to look at the stamp?
Yeah, I wanted to look at, like, the return. I mean, I guess there wouldn't probably end up being a return address now. Whenever I see Faker, I just think of that one Sonic the Shadow scene. They might need to repress segments since that. Oh, true. Yeah, good point. Okie dokie. Let's just go through. Might as well. Yeah, let's go through it.
And then go to other meanings, right? The closer they were, the happier father was. I wish I'd given her a more unemotional voice, but we're in it now.
No, you can always retcon.
Yeah.
I've done it.
What does that mean now?
Did you quite young now? When did you begin this work?
My first painting sold when I was 12. You ran in! She had no idea what she was doing was illegal! Easy there, I'm here to defend you for crime forgery! Drill!
See how high we can get.
Yeah.
Sorry. Wait.
Sorry, everyone.
Everybody hated that. Please tell us more about this envelope. This envelope that may very well have killed your father. Because the fucking threads are broken. Pumping in some kind of funny gases into this room. It's just helium. No neurotoxin. Just helium.
Oh my god, what's that meme where it's like... Oh my god. It's like... Oh. Homoeroticism? Wrong. Gas leak. Something like that. I wish I could remember what it is.
That's pretty funny though.
Yeah.
I feel like that does the job.
Yeah. Wrong. Gas leak.
Wrong. Carbon monoxide poisoning.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
For instance, a letter someone had written.
This is an insane frequency to do with a voice, and sustained too.
Or a fingerprint left upon a cup.
You think you're having an experience? I'm in the room.
Or a signature on a document. Or a seal upon a letter.
That far.
Yeah. She has the range.
She has the range.
None of this makes her sound very innocent at all.
I am the 1,000.
Yeah, we should bring back Goofy.
Bring Goofy back. I am the $100,000 promised in this later was the start. The beginning of a new industry for Drew Mission. A new industry? The creation of items to be used in criminal proceedings, Your Honor.
Your Honor.
Forging evidence. In other words.
Forging evidence? Yo.
Forging evidence, Your Honor.
Yo.
So, you really don't know anything, do you? You had no idea how much danger you're in. Apparently not.
How about this commemorative stamp?
And we're back!
Could you tell us more about it?
Welcome back to the Kingdom Hearts stream. Courtroom Hearts.
I love that.
Yeah.
It was very pretty. And more than that. Yes. It was a picture of people I liked at the time. Oh, this is
where we This is where we cry. Wait. No, this is new.
Oh, this is new.
Okay.
It was
And we're back.
And we're back.
And scene.
And scene. No more voices.
No more fun. No jokes.
No jokes. It was a picture of people I liked at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, this is something new. Was it a Gavinier stamp? I'll scream.
I'll scream. Apparently, we've got some cross-examination yet ahead of us. If you would be so kind as to continue your testimony, Fräulein. Oh. New box. Stamp with a picture of my favorite magicians.
Oh.
It's all coming together. It's all coming together. Was it this bitch?
Magicians. I love mysterious things. Always have.
Even though she fainted when she saw Mr. Hat. Fake fan.
Fake fan. You're confusing mysterious for freaky. Apollo really said freak behavior next.
Interesting.
What happens in Kingdom Hearts?
I don't know. Goofy gets gefucked. Fuck. The enamel gets fucked clean off. Clean off his teeth.
I forgot about that. That's so wretched.
I think it's beautiful.
Enamel gets fucked clean off.
Yeah, I'll never forget that. The enamel gets fucked clean off his teeth. What doesn't happen in Kingdom Hearts? Okay, did you do that?
Oh no.
Okay.
Father took me when I was very young. It was a great magic show. I loved it so much.
See? See? See?
See? I told you!
Fuck you, Apollo.
Magic's great.
See? See? Isn't magic great?
Fine, great, yeah, sure. No need to get all excited.
Simmer down there, little one.
But the magic troupe we saw disbanded soon after.
Who were they?
I was quite sad. Did she just say what I think she said? Magic troupe?
Oops.
Now...
Sorry. Boom.
The way that I said magic troupe.
I sure hope.
Yeah, it had the same cadence.
Yeah.
Magic troupe in the war. I don't know, like the troops.
Magic troop fighting
Yeah,
for
those
my
are
rights.
some troops I'll support.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, where have I heard that before? The red envelope came after she completed her first job. That makes it a letter from her client, whoever wanted a forgery made.
Apollo.
We're close. We just have to piece together the parts. A deadly weapon in a red envelope, and the path it took to take Drew Measham's life.
Okay.
We want to present like the Gramarye thing to the last thing.
What I'm thinking, yeah.
All right, glad we're on the same page.
All right. Oh yeah, true Brexit geezer.
True Brexit geezer.
Just a bit of banter. But you mean these guys?
Yeah, you mean the ticket. I think. Yeah. You mean these bitches? Those magicians you liked. Was it this bunch?
Well, they're back on tour. They're doing a reunion tour. Apollo? They're not a bunch. I see. Still, I have to wonder, why include a commemorative stamp like that in a business letter?
Good question.
For some whimsy.
Yeah.
Why? What's with all this stick up your ass? Just have a fun little stamp at least. There's so
much pain in the world.
There's so much pain in the world. It must be so exhausting to get hung up on a little stamp decoration. Well, pretty stamps are always better, and you can't beat Troop Gramarye. But the whole murder plan was a failure because of it. Ironic, don't you think? Prosecutor Gavin?
Oh!
He did not like he.
He does not like magic.
Anti-magic.
He's pushing the anti-magic agenda.
Prosecutor Gavin? Gramarye.
Hi, Mew!
Hi, Mew. Good to see you. How's it going? Happy Saturn Day.
Happy Saturn Day. What's with Gavin?
Might I ask? Might I ask just one question of this witness?
Huh?
In your testimony just now, you stated this was your first work that was other than a painting. Please tell me, what exactly did you make?
Can I ask why?
No. Answer the question now.
Eee!
Prosecutor Gavin, you're usually not the one whose volume concerns me. Yes, it is unbecoming of me. I apologize. But I must know, please, Ms. Meagan, tell me.
Judge has always been British.
He's always been British.
It was a book. A single page in a book.
A book? Please be more specific.
It was a handwritten book. Like a diary.
Mind Palace?
Clavier, Mind Palace?
No, I don't. No! No, his brother's Canadian. But we pretend like they have different accents anyway.
They got sent to different boarding schools.
Yeah. One was a Canada-boo, and the other was a Tia-boo.
True.
Yeah. Well, what's wrong with Prosecutor Gavin? He looks like he just saw a ghost. Ms. Meagan, this book. Was there a picture of a silk hat on the back cover? Yes or no?
How did you know? What the fuck is everybody talking about?
Somebody explain to me, please.
Yeah. Prosecutor Gavin, the defendant is answering all of your questions. Stop badgering her.
Objection, Your Honor, badgering the witness.
Badgering the witness.
He's told you nothing, has he?
He.
Your soiled, sullied mentor. Nothing?
Sullied. Who?
Phoenix Wright. Who else? Daddy? He never told you about the trial 7 years ago?
Fucking
about how he came to
finally.
lose his attorney's badge? It was a certain piece of evidence that decided his fate, you know. A certain diary. On the back it bore the mark of a silk hat.
What? Phoenix Wright, tossed out of the profession by false evidence.
Yeah. Who do you think? You have one mentor.
And the forger who made that evidence is the girl standing right in front of me? Vera, you must tell us. The evidence you made was used in a trial 7 years ago. Who asked Drew Meagan, you, to forge that evidence?
Yeah, but one's in jail. I guess, yeah, but I guess he's also sullied, in a way.
Yeah.
And soiled.
And soiled.
Soiled it! Well, Phoenix is a mysterious fuck, so why would... Yeah, Phoenix speaks in riddles. Why would I know anything? You're bold to assume. You did that, yeah?
Yeah. For all our sakes, who was it? I was just, like, thinking, Tech. I was like, man, it is so funny to, like, play as someone other than Phoenix and see Phoenix's mystery girl charm and mystery girl... like, even when we were playing as Edgeworth, I was like... Edgeworth was always like, him.
Is this how he feels?
Is this how he... Would he do this? I don't know. It's so hard. Who is inside his head? Yeah. And then it turns, we play as Phoenix again, and Phoenix is like, I don't know what the fuck is going on. What the fuck is happening? Am I keeping it? I'm trying to keep it together, but I don't know what's going on.
I'm winging it, brother.
Yeah.
He is him.
He is him. We only met once. You met the client? Well, who was it? It was It was...
What's going on with Vera? She's staring at Prosecutor Gavin's face again. Yes, what? Is there something about me?
I remember clearly. I remember who gave me the book, the diary. Who was it? Ah! Vera!
She's poisoned?
The devil.
Womp womp. Kind of a slay though. And the way she like vampire core just like fell back. Oh, examiner's diagnosis, acute atroquinine poison.
Oh,
fuck,
shit.
there was shit going on.
But she's unconscious, she's not dead.
Oh, she's not dead? You saw?
No.
Okay, nice. Slay as she's falling.
Yeah.
This ends the recording of the trial of the murder of Drew Misham.
Slay as she's been slayed.
Slay in life as you do in death.
As you slay, yeah.
Yeah. Slay in death as you do in life. Vera Misham was, during the trial, poisoned by an unknown assailant. The dosage was just under the lethal amount, sparing the defendant's life. She is currently in intensive care and is not to be disturbed for any reason. Oh, convenient. A very simple case at first glance. Till it finally began to show its true colors. The long road to the truth takes us to the record of another trial. We going back? Hey!
Oh my god!
In some ways, that was the starting point of it all.
Oh my god, kicking us!
Whoa! Okay. This is all Slay.
This is the Clavier I want to cosplay.
Yeah. I worry we're overusing camp as a descriptor, but this is fire.
Yeah.
This is fire. This is drip.
Cunt.
Yes.
Cunty one.
This is a serve.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's camp, but it is a serve.
He's popping his pussy.
He's popping his pussy.
There's nothing else to be said. He simply came out and he was like, I'm gonna pop my pussy, and then he did.
This Clavier is for the streets.
He is for the, but in a virginal way.
In a virginal way. In a
God-serving way.
In a chaste way. Is that the right word? In a celibate sort of way.
He's serving celibate cunt.
He's serving untouched cunt.
Yeah. Yeah, younger prosecutors before they've been, I don't know, before they get burnt out.
Yeah.
They show up and they're like, I'm about to slay this courtroom down.
In their cunt era.
Yeah.
There might be a version, but who's to say?
Who's to say?
Not me. And that's where we must go. Baby!
Baby!
To find the whole truth. That picture is different. They changed the picture in the background. Literally, Judge was like, hey, yo, I got a commission. Can we put it up on the court walls, please?
Respect.
It's a baby!
A baby!
To find the truth. Ooh, fuck yeah, dog. I'm gonna take this moment to go piss girl.
Go
again.
piss girl.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
And we're keeping it going.
Yeah.
This is not a... Stop! Pause! Okay, fuck, fine. Showdown time. I didn't realize it was going right into a... I lost.
It's only a game of poker. Game I played... Oh, I think this is still you.
I think it's a game I've played for a long time and lost twice. I think that might be... The man I killed, of course.
Kilt.
Oh! Well.
This is Phoenix!
Yeah. Seems I found the partner I've been looking for all along. And then, why, yes. Over a game of cards. That was how we first met. 7 years ago. Okay, this is the drama it is serving. Now I must pee.
Wow. I missed him. I missed him pre-flop era. I didn't realize I did. I love his... Don't get me wrong, his flop era is serving, but I didn't realize how much I missed that crisp blue suit. Wow. His twunk era. Wow. Beautiful. Fucking finally. The suspense has been eating me alive. That's the thing about playing these games only once a week. Is that normally this mystery would have killed me and I would have ripped through like all the way through this whole game just to like get to this part. But playing this once a week, the suspense has been absolutely killing me. And I'm very excited that we're finally here. Listen, Kat, you said Virgin Clavier, and I really do believe that there is nothing more precious to me than someone who looks like he gets bitches and who acts like he gets bitches, who truly gets zero bitches. Or, like, I don't know, that, like, it's not even that he doesn't get bitches, it's that he doesn't necessarily want bitches.
Who?
Clavier.
Yeah.
I was just talking about how...
he can obviously pull.
Yeah, but he just
doesn't.
I think that's so fun.
Yeah.
I've been there. Very important to me.
This is the day before, in terms of, like...
420.
Yeah, but also, Apollo's first case was 420.
True!
So, interesting.
Oh!
Okay. It's been a long time since I felt like such a rookie. The tunes are back. Gotta try and relax. Good morning, Mr. Enigmar.
Sorry to have sprung this on you so suddenly.
Oh, you get to be a wizard now.
Yeah!
You're a wizard, Harry. I love the trilogy music.
The trilogy music.
The Apollo Justice music is nice, and I like it. But the trilogy music does, like, have... It's,
yeah.
It's yeah. Kind of hot, not gonna lie. No, it's kind of a sleigh.
Yeah. Kind of a DILF.
Kind of a DILF. I received the files from your previous attorney only yesterday. I only started considering it after you started talking about star signs and something about Clavier being an air sign, and that's a Virgo or something, and then I was like, I don't know, Clavier's a virgin. It hits different, yeah. Honestly, I'm not entirely sure I'm prepared.
I understand. I'm asking the impossible of you.
Yes, well, you haven't really told me what happened yet. All we did was play cards.
And that was enough.
Enigmar!
Enigmar!
I'm an Enigmar!
I'm an Enigmar!
The inner machinations of my mind are an Enigmar! Actually, it wasn't! Trust me. Oh, baby! Oh, morning, Daddy.
Ha, I'm so glad you came.
Oh, is it Papa? You okay, Daddy? They picking on you?
I'm fine, as always. This old boy here is to help me, after all.
That's a young man to you. Good morning. It's a cute outfit you have on. Thanks. My first show's today, after all. Oh, I'm sure it is. What the fuck is she talking about? Oh, old boy. Huh? Me? Look what he started. Here. Seems fate's clock will make me wait a little longer. At least only less than 10 swift minutes remain. To all those who have supported me in my life's work, I give thanks. Farewell. Okay. What's this?
That's probably the forged piece of evidence.
Probably, perhaps. I don't know. I just got it over there in the hall. They told me to give it to the old boy in the blue suit with the spiky hair. They said it was really important.
What's this? A memo for you or some such?
Or some such. Not from the looks of it. What is this? Looks like a page from someone's diary. I'll give it a read later. My evidence. Let's see. My badge. My all-important badge.
Aww.
Leave during the preliminary hearing. Body found in...
Can we look at this?
Yes. Body found in hospital room. Shot in the forehead. Touched the chest. Why is this clown also?
Damn.
That's a fancy gun there.
Womp womp.
Womp womp. Magnifiques. Autopsy. Cause of death, single gunshot head. Loss of blood from bullet wound.
Malignant. Is that bad? Does that mean the tumor is killing you?
Yes.
Okay.
Because it's not benign.
Right.
Yes. Harmful.
A harmful tumor.
First fate received just for trial. Fate's clock will make me wait a little longer, at least. At least only less than 10 swift minutes remain. To all those who have supported my life. Oh yeah, this is a diary page.
Yeah.
Okay.
From the guy who was killed.
Yeah. Killed.
Killed.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, how do you feel about the trial today?
We'll get through it. Somehow. Incidentally, the prosecutor today is a new guy, I hear.
They always are.
They always are.
An easy win then, yes?
They're calling him a true thoroughbred in the history of the prosecutor's office.
They always are, huh?
They always are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course, there's one of those every year.
The switching of attorneys just before the trial.
Every new lawyer in this court is a prodigy.
Literally. I know it is a difficult situation I put you in, but allow me to say one thing, Mr. Wright.
Yes?
They will not be able to pronounce me guilty today. So, do your best, but do not worry.
First time a defendant's ever given me a pep speech. I'll do what I can.
I see you do not understand.
Yeah, surely they've got like a template for for the new prodigy of the year.
You see, it will be impossible for them to declare a verdict.
Impossible?
Yes. Isn't that right, Trucy?
Yup, you bet then. My first look at the case was only yesterday, and the information I was given was a tad bit lacking, to be honest. Still, I'll do what I can, for their sake.
I believe the curtains will be lifting any time now. I'm in your capable hands, Mr. Wright.
It's a baby!
It's a baby!
Shady Enigma. That's fun.
Yeah.
Did we know another Shady? No, I might be thinking of like...
We might have, actually. I can't remember.
Yeah. Known to the world as Gramarye. Wildly popular magician, star of Troupe Gramarye. His mentor, Magnifique Gramarye, was a rare breed of magician. Breed? He single-handedly ushered in a golden age of stage magic, until he was shot dead. And Gramarye is the suspect. Breed? They also said that Clavier was thoroughbred. Bred really thoroughly, apparently. Allegedly. I don't believe it. Magic don't make you bulletproof. You should have did shield magic. Womp womp.
Womp womp.
Court is now in session for the trial of Shady Enigma. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Oh, now it's my turn to play both sides.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. I was like, dude, I was even thinking, I was like, dude, if it's Phoenix and Clavier and the judge, and if Trucy's the weird girl, I was like, I gotta be this witness.
No, I was like, this is gonna be. If Phoenix, Phoenix came back and I was like, okay, no, this is.
No, but this is it's your turn to reign the courtroom.
Read thoroughly, Clever? That's what I mean. I don't believe it. No shot. Is the prosecution ready? I was just thinking, is this what all the fuss is about? Bit of a buzzkill, really. Buzzkill? Is this some new kind of crime?
I love the word buzzkill.
Yeah.
It's so tasty. Ugh, you're such a buzzkill.
As alpha. One of the worst. This is a trial, yeah? Where are the sweaty palms? The pounding hearts? A Gavineers concert's got 10 times the thrill of this gig, Scott. Who were you again? Clavier Gavin. I came to get the party started. Legally, yeah? Gavin? Defense attorney Christoph Gavins? Ah, figures my bro's more famous in this part of town. Clavier Gavin.
He's so... we've never seen him this pixely before.
He's so low text. He's so low definition. Lead singer for the mega hit band The Gavineers. You're out of your league, rock boy. Whatever, rock boy.
Whatever, rock boy. Wouldn't you like to know, rock boy?
Classic, readable.
Classic, yeah. Phoenix truly wears everything on his face at all times.
I love how that's like an ongoing...
Yeah.
Like, that's just, yeah. I know what you're thinking. You're out of your league, rock boy.
I never forget about Phoenix's eyebrows.
True, my debut single, 13 Years Hard Time for Love, went platinum overnight. But that's just a hobby to me compared to this, yeah? Talkative, aren't you? I like your affected Euro-rock accent, by the way. I'm just getting warmed up, Herr Attorney Wright. Perhaps you would be so kind as to fill us in on the case. Achtung, baby. Time to call on the opening act. What was his name again? Ah, yes, Detective Gumshoe.
Oh my god!
I missed him. Let me see Gumshoes in the chat. Show me okay, pal.
Yeah.
Hit that motherfucking okay, pal. What was his name again? Ah, yes. Detective Gumshoe. Hit it. That's what I want to see. Show me him. And you are... Hey, you were the one who called me up here, sir. Bye, Cinnabon. Yeah, go.
Bye, Cinnabon.
Have a good rest of your day, a good rest of your time zone, and we'll see you in the VOD. Name's Dick Gumshoe. I'm a homicide detective down at the precinct. You sure are, buddy. Detective Gumshoe. Long time no see.
No kidding, babe.
Hey, you! Huh? Me? Today's the day, pal. Today, I win and you lose. I got confidence in my testimony today, see? What? You normally lack confidence in your testimony? Herr Detective, this is my stage. Can the antics. Huh? All this hey-youing and such. And I could care less about your history together. Very well, Detective Gumshoe, if you would. Please tell us about the case at hand. I missed that sprite. Me too. So he does care. Yes. It happened 6 days back in a room at the General Hospital. The facts are as simple as they come. Here's the crime scene. The victim was a patient asleep in the hospital bed. Killer comes in, puts a pistol to his forehead, and bam! Lights out. Them's the facts. Them's the breaks. More clowns. Always more clowns.
Always more clowns. You can't have a clownless game.
That's for true.
That's for true.
That's for true. Weird how they use A1s. Always use specifically after TNT.
Oh no. There's something about the nostalgia that really hits.
I feel like, well, because, like, the first one...
I mean...
It's, like, about Phoenix's come up,
yeah.
I feel like. Right? Because, like, the Pursuit theme also seems to have a general, like, kind of, like, rising, like, do-do-do-do-do. It's always got that, like, kind of rising intonation, sort of like a rising star. Phoenix is the rising, you know, coming up. His come up from, you know, being Mia's weird girl. It's just it's the game that like the first one is about Phoenix is my understanding.
Yeah,
and also like getting Edgeworth's background.
I love
and everything.
AA1. I really do. I feel like every
I think it has
case bangs.
Yeah.
It's so good. Ugh. I think very close to my heart.
Justice for All is my favorite of the three, but the first one is like real. It's like it's not a like obvious winner. It's close.
Yeah, me too. I don't know that I could actually. I mean, I was talking about this with Nem and Kat actually. That I was like, I don't know that I could objectively choose a favorite because we played them over such a long stretch of time. And so I was in not completely different places, but I was in different places when I played each of the games. You know, I hadn't gotten
hard
into
to compare.
grad school. It was summer, my first semester in grad school. Like they were all
not easily comparable.
They were very colored by where I was at the time that I was playing them, and how I felt at the time that I was playing them. That I don't know that I could.
They all hold a different place.
Yeah, I don't know that I could say which one I liked better.
Right.
But I can say which one I had, like... I mean, I feel like when we were playing Justice for All, that was, like, all I was doing. I was, like... I would come to stream on Saturday, and then the rest of the week I would be waiting for stream on Saturday. So Justice for All holds, like, a very special place in my heart of, like... That was all I had going on when we were playing it, so it's like very dear. The end of Justice for All is very dear to me.
Yeah.
But I don't know that I could call that one my favorite because
It's just a different.
It's just they all are very different to me.
Yeah. No, I really think the ending of Justice for All is what really pushed it into the number one for me.
I cried the most playing Justice for All for sure.
It just felt like the most...
But AA1 feels so cozy to me.
It does. It really does.
Like, it feels like coming home, seeing anything AA1 related. And then Trials and Tribulations, I think, was the best game, like, design and story-wise. I really loved the arc of Trials and Tribulations, and the, like... I mean, it has... Godot's like, probably my favorite Ace Attorney character.
Oh, yeah?
Like, I really love his story and his rise and fall and his motivations and stuff like that. So, So, it's like, I like different things about each of them.
They have their different... Yeah. No, I feel that.
And it's hard for me to choose, you know, nostalgia versus emotion versus... character.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
I say probably I can't do it. I can't pick a favorite.
Because they were neutral choices built on top of each other. Yeah, that's true too. Not so long ago, the victim Magnifique Gramarye was a famous man. He had the entire country under his magical spell, as it were. Ah, yes, the great magician. He retired years ago, though. Say the name Magnifique one to one of my generation, and you'd be lucky to get a blank stare. Yes, though I'm sure the youngsters today know his disciples even better. Hi, Stinkbutt. You want to come sit? No? Okay. I dare say Troop Gramarye has made quite a name for themselves.
Clavier is so Gen Z, 100%.
Anyhow, the retired Magnifi's been... Water. I forgot how...
Raspy.
Yeah.
Oh, Gumshoe. I missed you.
Anyhow, the retired Magnifi's been in the hospital for the last year. Even as a baby, Clavier does not know how to talk to short people pose. What was it? Malignorant tumor or something. Doing something to his liver, I think. Yeah. Excuse me, Salem. A malignant tumor, perhaps? In other words, he had liver cancer. Salem, we're not doing it. We're not. You're standing on buttons.
Clavier absolutely 100% is a TikTok.
No. 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 Problem to bring such as much lore built up character. Yeah. Plus TikTok famous, but he doesn't know it.
Apollo, yeah. Clavier takes videos of Apollo
on the stand, like
on the stand doing some shit, like be like, look at what this bitch pulled on the stand today, LMAO, and it's got like 2 million likes, and people look at Apollo in the street and are like, and Apollo's like, my law career's taken off, baby.
I made it.
I think Trucy does the dances, but she's Phoenix has got her TikTok account like parent locked to the max. So she does not scroll or like see anything. Yeah. But I think in recess, Clavier shows her TikToks.
Oh yeah, I buy that.
And Apollo's like, do you know them? I don't get it.
What if she made Mr. Hat do the dances?
Edgeworth does. Yeah. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Correct. My mistake. I misspoke.
He had only 3 months to left.
Phoenix had to call Edgeworth.
Hey, how do I
get it so that it's not stealing all her data?
Okay, now what if I'm locked out of my phone?
And you said delete all contacts? No, don't. So the phone is, I think I wiped the phone by accident.
Yelp.
Phoenix
calls it tic-tac. He had only 3 months left to live, in fact. The facts do seem simple enough, but something's not right. The victim was already climbing a 3-month stairway to heaven. Why not wait for him to knock, knock, knock on heaven's door? Why shoot him?
Damn. Song reference after song reference after song reference.
I wouldn't have put it quite so lyrically, but it's true.
That is true.
Why make the effort to commit murder when the victim was about to die? Incidentally, the victim had a serious case of diabetes. Diabetes? In fact, he was about to shoot up with insulin. Okay.
He's like, I do drugs.
I do drugs.
I know the drug lingo.
He was about to
shoot up.
He was about to nod off. Yeah. Virgin behavior.
Virgin behavior.
He was shot with a pistol. The syringe was found at the scene. Let me try that one more time. When he was found, holy shit. When he was shot with a pistol, the syringe was found at the crime scene. Chronic diabetes and cancer.
Wow, this guy had a lot of ailments.
He's old. As much as it pains me to say it, the victim was clearly at the end of his life. I believe the question before us is clear then. Why did the killer have to shoot this dying man? What reason could he have had? Very well, Detective. Perhaps you can enlighten us as to the circumstances of the shooting. Yes, sir. The circumstances. Actually, the victim kind of ordered the defendant to do him in. A few days before it happened, the victim sent a letter ordering his own murder.
A little euthanasia moment.
Yeah. The defendant did what was asked of him and shot the old man in the forehead. Clavere's he's got the rock and roll part down. It's the sex and the drugs, he's like, I don't know. What am I doing? He's posing. The bullet was fired from the pistol found at the scene, no doubt about it. And the pistol definitely belonged to the old man, sir. What? You're saying the victim ordered his own shooting? Those are the facts. I have the letter here in question. My beloved Zach. Okay, I guess I'll die.
Well, yeah, I was
it'll
we'll
get there.
It.
Very unusual indeed.
There's lots of stuff for us to check.
Yes. Diagnosed malignant tumor. Given 3 months to Malignant tumor in liver has progressed to final stage with no hope of recovery. Okay. Patient has 3 months left to live. Patient with chronic diabetes requires regular insulin. Insulin has been washed and shows no sign of use. Interesting. You're not supposed to wash syringes, I don't think.
You're supposed to throw them away.
Yeah, and even
or if they're reusable, it's disinfect, I believe.
Sanitize, yeah. Like that's got to go through like a bath of some kind.
Yeah.
But no, they come in little sanitized, like sterile packages and shit, right?
Yeah, I believe you're supposed to throw them away.
Yeah. I always hated getting shots.
Me too, King.
I guess Magnifi was giving himself the insulin shots. There's no way I could do that.
Yeah, me too, King.
Phoenix, definitely not transmask.
Yeah.
If he's feeling this way about needles, he's not injecting tea. Wait! If Magnifi used this to inject his insulin, why are there no traces of it having been used? Something to keep in mind.
I missed you, King.
There was a second. I thought I saw a second. Oh! No, is it just the same shit? Okay. Look at that top screen, you just see the judge wide eye. Go. Okay. Go. You like that one? Go. Yeah? To my beloved student Zach, to you I entrust the task of lowering my life's curtain. Come on the 13th, 11:05 p.m. I will be ready with a gun with which you will shoot one shot square in the forehead. You cannot refuse, and we both know why. Okay. Interesting. The page is a lot different. Maybe. Oh, really? You made it readable. Okay. Very unusual indeed. Although, could such a thing as a letter really cause one to pull a trigger, I wonder?
Yeah.
I believe the answer to that question can be found at the end of the letter. Ah. You cannot refuse, and we both know the reason why. Detective Gumshoe, can you explain this to the court?
I love when people write cryptically like that. That's how I used to write my diary when I was a kid.
Oh, yeah?
I would be like, the big thing happened today. And if you're not me...
You don't know.
You don't know. But me reading this in the future, you know what happened today.
And I'm guessing you don't know?
Girl, what the fuck happened? I try to get the tea, relive some memories.
Nope.
And I'm too sneaky with it.
You locked yourself out of it.
I'm like, this is protective against anyone reading my diary. They won't know what happened, but I know. And so me in the future, you'll know how this affected me. And I'm like, girl, no.
What if I didn't?
It was not that deep.
Unfortunately, even the defendant won't say a peep about that bit, sir. One thing that bothers me about this, why didn't he just say 11?
I was thinking that too.
Yeah, it was weird. It was a specific time. Why have him come at 11:05 without some specific reason? The devil's in the details here, attorney. Well, was there some reason? I'm right, everything quickly to lead up to my disappearance under mysterious circumstances.
Love that for you.
No one shall know. As it turns out, there was. Every night for a half hour, starting at 11, the victim, Magnifique Gramarye, was given an IV. An IV? There it is in the picture, off to the side of the bed. Awfully green. Aren't most IVs not green?
He's getting that
reanimator juice. Yeah. The reagent.
The reagent!
At 11, the doctor set up an IV. 30 minutes later, he would come back for the empty bag. This happened every night without fail.
The IV's not connected to him, though. That's the IV right there.
Yeah. But I wonder if it was because he got hooked up at 11, so he just was waiting for the dude to be gone, I guess, and then maybe yoinked it. Yoinky sploinky.
No, I just hate when people rip their IVs out and
TV,
it
hurts. I hate it.
It's gross
I
to
can't
watch.
stand that shit.
Yeah,
It's like, be careful.
Yeah.
You're not trained for that.
I mean, I have a thing with needles.
Yeah.
And not like tattoo needles necessarily or like piercing needles, but injections.
Yeah.
And things entering my bloodstream.
Yeah. No, every time I get blood taken, I'm like, I do not see it.
Yeah, me too. I have to like, even when I get my blood pressure taken, the idea that
I don't like the squeeze. I do not like the squeeze.
Constricting and fucking up my circulatory system. Yeah. I have to like, every time I get my blood pressure taken, they're always like, oh my God. They take my pulse after and they're like, okay, well, your resting pulse is kind of high. And I'm like, I'm actually trying to stave off a panic attack right now, so that'll be it.
Yeah, I don't like, especially the machine ones that they have like at the, scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, but when I get my blood taken, I have to fully do like...
I do not see it. I remember 2 times ago when I went to get blood taken for like stuff, they took like a bunch of vials. And then the time I went after that, they took like 1 and I was like, oh, thank God, that's it. Thank you.
Yeah. When I got my wisdom teeth out, they had to put the IV into my hand.
Ooh,
hated it.
Yeah.
Hated it. Yeah, but I passed out very fast after.
So there you go.
It was not too bad.
This happened every night without fail. So that was the only time they could meet without the chance of an untimely interruption. Hi, Cat Girly Callie. I've never chatted, but I got an IV put in wrong once, and it put IV flip terminal, and then...
Yuck.
Nightmare shit.
Also, Callie, is that you? If so, hey girl, hey!
If it's not, also hey!
Also hey!
I'm afraid that, no, I don't... Every time they're like, yeah, there's your vein, I'm like, are you sure? Like,
I hate the tourniquet too, and seeing my veins pop.
Don't like.
Yeah, scary.
With an untimely interruption. During his IV. During his 4.
Stupid.
Very well, shall we begin? Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, if you would. What's this reason he couldn't refuse, I wonder? He could have at least mentioned it to me. Why would he do that? Why would that ever happen, though? The circumstances. Explain it. Elaborate on that. Just because he got the letter doesn't mean he went through with it. Oh, I disagree. The victim was, indeed, shot in the forehead, after all, just as he had commanded. It could be a setup. But let's not be in such a hurry. Maybe we should let the witness talk for... But let's not be in such a hurry. Maybe we should let the witness talk for a change. The victims are made of soft plastic, so it's less bad to pull them out, but it still can't... No, it's still just a bad...
I just hate the
visual and a imagining, like...
Yeah.
That's a needle, brother. That's a medical device.
Yeah.
You are not trained to be yoinking out all yoinky sploinky like... that.
Yeah, bad. Yuck.
Thanks, pal. Fine. I can play it slow as well as I can play it fast.
A word.
On with the testimony, Detective Gumshoe. Liar. You haven't fucked. What do you know? And this letter was sent by the victim. There it is. Gotcha. You're all mine this time, pal. Huh? I had the handwriting checked out, of course. It's the victim's. No mistake. Ah, I see. Score 1 for the boys. I didn't lose. I was just ascertaining the facts. So why am I so annoyed? But a letter ordering your own death. Things aren't what they used to be, I guess. I'm not sure this is exactly commonplace even now, Your Honor. So anyway, guess I'll keep going while I'm ahead.
That's not how the saying goes, but pop off, King.
Ma'am. No. No. Bro. No. You can come sit. That's all. Squish. Go over. Okay, yeah, we're up there. Cool. Was not. I did what his ass shot her forehead. During the break. Got a little something coming up. How can you be so sure? Hey, you gotta learn to stop relying on people to do your thinking for you, pal. Learn to think for yourself. Get that noggin cranking. Gumshoe, self-purported free thinker. I'm a free thinker, pal. I don't let the government tell me how to think. I think for myself. Democrats are drinking baby blood. Came up with that one myself. Definitely not from the internet. The fact Gumshoe is a rival figure. Phoenix is just like, bro, I like you. Like, we're fine.
Yeah, we're friends. My husband's the best man at your wedding.
Like, come on. You fail to grasp the concept of questioning, detective. First, we got this letter. It says, shoot in the forehead. Loud and clear. I can see that. But I still wouldn't do it. Well, maybe you need to grow yourself backbone, pal. Well, maybe you're a pussy if you won't do a murder. You wouldn't kill a man if he asked you to? Well, maybe you're a pussy. Do you think of that?
Do you know those, you know the guys that are like, well, they do.
Yeah.
There's a video of them being like, would you kiss the Pope if he asked you to?
Uh-huh.
And it's like, well, I wouldn't kiss him if he asked me. You don't ask someone to kiss you. You just kiss him. It's like, what, so you would kiss the Pope if he didn't ask you to?
Should I really be saying this? This is Gumshoe, though. He's different. I'll grow a spine and murder someone already. It's not that bad. You fail to grasp the concept of shooting people is bad, detective. We also found the defendant's pistol at the scene. Traces of gunpowder residue shows that it has been fired recently. Well, Mr. Wright, as far as I can tell from looking at this photo, there seems to be no issue with the prosecution's claim. The photo. Maybe there's something in there I can use. They're saying the defendant shot the victim in the forehead. I think there's a hole in the prosecution's argument. Clearly, Mr. Enigmar...
Shot something else.
The clown.
The clown.
Looking at this photo, another possibility occurs to me. Yes? What does the letter tell us? That the defendant had a reason he couldn't refuse his teacher's wishes. Bingo, pal! That's why the defendant popped him one in the forehead. No. No.
No.
I think we should bring back sleeping caps.
I agree.
A little snort Mimi core.
My sister's contact photo for me is me in a little sleepy cap with a candle holder.
That's so fun.
Let me see if I can find this picture.
Snork me. Oh. The defense disagrees. You see, the defendant had another choice he could make.
I want to hear Phoenix's.
Mm-hmm. What? And you can prove that with this photo? Yes. I can prove he had a choice, yes. The defendant might have fired like he was ordered, but he didn't shoot the victim's forehead. Well, let's hear what you're thinking, Mr. Wright. If he didn't shoot the victim's forehead, what did the defendant shoot?
Oh, the clown.
The clown.
The clown.
Baba Booey. The clown doll? Take a closer look. See? It's been shot in the forehead too. Ah. There's a hole in his forehead. Hole!
Oh!
Yes, and a hole in the prosecution's claim.
Slay.
Ha! And I suppose you have a reason as to why he'd shoot the clown doll. He didn't just shoot the doll, he shot the doll's forehead. His forehead? Ah. Let's read the orders once more, shall we? You will shoot one shot square in the forehead. Which is exactly what he did. He shot the clown doll square in the forehead. He shot him in the hare's forehead. In the hare's forehead. The defense has raised an intriguing possibility. That hole in the clown's forehead. It definitely looks like it was shot. Bailiff, send someone to investigate this matter. I admit I'm impressed, but I expected nothing less. Still, this doesn't mean he didn't shoot the victim. Perhaps he did have to shoot a forehead as ordered, but the letter says nothing about whose forehead. This was the only way he had to follow his orders without taking a life.
Slay.
A bullet hole in the clown doll's forehead does demand an explanation. It might very well be a clue, yet Prosecutor Gavin is right. It alone does not prove the defendant's innocence. You cannot say for sure the defendant didn't shoot the victim. So sorry, Mr. Wright. How sad it is to see the mighty fall. How sad it is to see the novice's overconfidence. Doesn't realize just how big this little hole is gonna get. I'm gonna stretch that hole.
Yeah.
Detective Gumshoe, please take this newfound fact into account as you continue your testimony. So what if he did shoot the clown? He still shot the victim, pal. So let me get this straight. You're saying my client first shot the clown, then shot the victim. Hey, not a bad summary, pal. More of a confirmation than a summary, but whatever. That was really more of a confirmation than a summary, but our defense attorney seems pleased enough with himself. Do these people ever miss a chance? Yeah, that's pretty good.
I'll send it to the Discord.
Yeah. Do these people ever miss a chance to mock me?
Never.
No. Well, now that Mr. Wright's gotten that out of his system, shall we continue with the testimony? I didn't have time to gather all the details before coming in here. Testimony might be my only source of information. Better pay attention and read this letter carefully. Okay. Let's read the letter carefully. Not the notebook. To you, I entrust the task of lowering my life's curtain. Come on the 13th, 11:05. I will ready a gun with which you will shoot one shot square in the forehead. You cannot refuse them, we both know why. Okay.
Lowering my life's curtain is very janky wording. Can I see the picture again?
Yeah. Oh, there's a diary there that looks like it's got a page torn out of it.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. Then this is presumably that letter. Seems fate's clock will make me wait a little longer. At least only less than 10 swift minutes remain to all those were on. Okay. A few days before it happened, the victim sent a letter ordering his own murder. The defendant did what was asked of him and shot the old man in the forehead. The bullet was fired from the pistol found at the scene, no doubt about it. And the pistol definitely belonged to the old man. Why don't we have the gun?
I guess it hasn't been presented yet.
But what if he shot the clown, he still shot the victim, pal? But that's, I guess, the letter to this, because he's shot twice and not just once, as the letter says.
Yeah.
Or did we already hash that? Yeah, I think we did.
Maybe the diary page then now?
Perhaps.
Is there something about the IV or the insulin?
Oh, yes. Actually, the ordering his own defendant shot. No, there's nothing there about that. Bullet was fired from the pistol found at the scene. No doubt the pistol belonged to the old man. Maybe let's try doing some presses again. I wonder if something's changed. Just because I got the letter doesn't mean it went through with it. I disagree. If I can skip now, I wonder if I can only skip things I've seen already.
You've seen before.
Yeah. PA's ordering the victim. Oh, yeah. Letter sent by victim. Nope. Gumshoe's feeling good about himself. Hello there, Virtual Man 66. Thank you for the follow. Good to have you. Happy to have you. Thank you for the follow. It might have been in the clown's forehead he shot. Okay, so this is new.
This is new.
Okay, so he practiced first with the doll, then shot him. He practiced in the middle of a hospital? Anyone could have come in at any moment. Yeah, but no one did come, did they, pal? Besides, it's what I would have done. Always look before you shoot, I say.
I guess good advice.
I hope so. Might I suggest that we move on? This is getting us nowhere. Patience. We'll get there sooner than you think. Very well, please continue with your testimony, detective. You mean this pistol, the one in the crime scene photo? That's the one. The funny-looking gun, so there's no mistaking it. We compared the bullet taken from the victim's skull with the bullet fired from this gun. The rifling marks on the bullet were a perfect match.
Let's go over what ballistics means again.
Yeah, one more time, for those who are So you verified the murder weapon, in other words. You bet we did. Definitely belonged to him. Or that was the one we just did? Why are you so certain? What pile of sand has your head been stuck in all this time, pal? You never heard of Zack and Valant's quick draw shoot 'em?
Valant!
Ah. Huh? What's that? One of the defendant's specialties. Cute.
Girl!
Girl! Girl! A woman? Woman? Am I a woof?
Am I a wolf? I think about that vine all the time.
Am I a woof? Girl?
Hey, yo, they got girls in this game?
They got girls in this universe? That's amazing. Feminism win. Girl boss. Zack and Valant stand on either side of a girl. Then they shoot. Now, what does this mean? This surely is not a show for... Is this like a private show that takes place in certain, like, venues? This doesn't sound like a magic show anymore. But the bullets don't hit her. Instead, they hit everything else on stage. I want to be the girl. Since Max Galactic Phoenix makes an effort not to know, he's like, I make a conscious decision. I will not learn anything about magic. This is one of the pistols they used in their show. Got a great design, huh? Kids love it. Many boys and girls join the police because of that pistol, I hear. You know, that would explain a lot about the police force.
T.
Based. Troop Gramarye stopped doing that act a while ago. The old man held on to that pistol ever since. The guard would like to see the pistol in question.
Yeah,
there we go.
There we go.
You got it, sir. Here she is. Well, this truly is a blast from the past.
Good one, Judge.
It's a stage pistol for magic shows, see? But it can fire real bullets. It looks so much bigger in real life than on TV. Yeah, but it can only hold one round. By the way, the pistol's firing chamber is empty. And it shows traces of having been fired recently. So, were any fingerprints found on the gun? Unfortunately, no. Of course, the defendant is known for wearing gloves. We might say that a lack of fingerprints is, in fact, a fingerprint of its own. Aha! Intriguing point. Well made. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Not well made, not intriguing! In any case, the court accepts this evidence.
Can only hold one bullet, but it was shot twice.
Interesting. 2 guns. Because presumably they both had one.
Yeah.
Wait, who both? Who did the trick?
Valant and Zach. So the uncle and the dad. Remember Valant? He's
yes.
in yellow.
Right, yes. And absence of evidence is not evidence of absence. Exactly.
T.
Do you think Clavier also loves Legally Blonde?
Every single lawyer in this universe loves Legally Blonde.
17?
He looks 17.
Yeah. But, like, how does he have it? How early can you take the bar?
Dude, Francisca was 13 when she started.
Yeah, but she was German, so there's...
He's German too. Or he's been
suggesting.
around Germany.
He's been in and around.
Yeah.
Francisca was... Yeah, I guess.
I think Edgeworth was also, like...
But they were also
18.
Von Karma's, like, children, so they had, like, Nepo.
Yeah,
they were Nepo babies.
They were Nepo babies. But I feel like they paved the way for annoying.
That's true. Annoying child prosecutors.
Yeah.
If you're in Europe, apparently whenever. I guess so.
Yeah.
There's only one law: don't murder. And if you do, you're dead.
You're bad.
DED dead. My grandchild would get a kick out of seeing this. But now it's time to return to our testament. Time to return to our regularly scheduled programming. The testimony.
Can we examine the gun?
They're about to examine the gun. He has an older brother defense attorney. Yeah, okay, I guess so, true. Probably had something to do with Clavier being the bar early. Fires 1 real bullet. How many fake ones can it fire? Rifling marks match bullet, so no fingerprints found. Oh, never mind. If you look closely, you can see how the pistol's made to bend here. It's a one-shot only model, and I guess this bend is where you load it. So, this is the famous Gramarye golden gun. They say kids used to love pretending they had one of these. Literally, that's just what it was like after you played GoldenEye on the N64. The golden gun is just everyone wanted a golden gun. So it can't fire a fake bullet? I mean, if it's a blank, it's probably fine. Be if they were in the same law class and Clavier's beating in exams. Oh no. I wonder if they pretended to miss their targets too. Okay. Anything else?
I feel like there's only ever one.
There's usually only one.
Justice.
Yeah, I've been spoiled by Great Ace Attorney.
Yeah, and also the last case of AA1, there was multiple.
Right. Okay. So it's one of those, like, it folds open, and then you load it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what if you shot the clown, pal? So let me get... We did this.
We did this.
Yeah.
Let's present the gun to this one.
Yes. 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 Gun. Have you seen this gun? The trickiest cases often seem the simplest.
Don't I know it, bitch.
Prosecutor Gavin, you missed the bullet hole in the clown's forehead.
I love the clown. That could be anyone.
That's true. The literal, you mean this, you mean the man, you mean the man? That's a full-grown murder victim.
Yeah, missed the bullet.
Why are you calling him
a
he's not a clown, he's a magician. Yeah, Val, take it easy, have a good rest of your time, then we'll see you in the VOD. It's like us calling, what's his name, the Freak.
Yeah.
If you hadn't missed that, you might have come to a very different conclusion. Understand? Yeah, but like I just said, pal. After he shot the clown in the forehead, he went and... No.
Did nothing of the sort!
And did nothing of the sort to the victim. The pistol proves he could not. The murder weapon? How? It's quite simple, Your Honor. This pistol only holds one bullet at a time. The clown? You mean Mo the clown? The clown, the victim clown, the freak? The Clussy from the future?
We're all clowns here. We play Ace Attorney.
Whoa. Clussy from the future sounds like a bad 1960s horror movie.
Yeah.
Clussy from the future. Return of the Clussy. Yeah. King Kong versus the Clussy.
Yeah. Bride of the Clussy.
If he had shot the clown in the forehead, he couldn't have shot the victim too. Objection! Pause. This is what I mean. It's got it's rising, right?
Yeah.
It's like do do do.
God, there's this TikTok that I saw, and it's this girl at the club being like, men used to go to war, and now they flick their wrists like this at the club, and it pans to a guy going. And I think about that now every time I hear a song that's got like a boom, 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 boom. I'm like.
That's not a contradiction, not even close. All he had to do was reload the pistol after the first shot. Oh? Where did he get the extra bullet? They're not so easy to come by, you know. If you claim the defendant had one ready, then prove to us how he got it. Ugh. I had a feeling this wasn't over yet. No, this party's just getting started. And I haven't proven anything yet beyond my good looks and startling record sales. An utter lack of humility. Ah, what's this? It seems that the prosecution has another witness prepared. Like I said, Herr Detective. Like I said, Herr Detective was just the warm-up act. Now that the audience has gotten a taste of what's to come, they're ready. Ready for what? For my decisive witness, of course. A witness who, you will find, can prove one thing for us. That it was Zach Gramarye who shot the victim in the forehead. Very well. We will pause for a 15-minute recess. This might be my lucky break. I'll need that 15 minutes to talk to my client, Zach. Court is adjourned. Funny, normally he's like panicking.
Yeah.
Before reassesses, but he's like, all right. We saved. Right. Okay. Yeah.
Ready to get back into it?
I think I'm about ready to get back into it.
Hell yeah.
Are you guys ready to get back into it?
Everybody say, hell yeah! Very impressive, Mr. Wright. I have to say I expected nothing less, and we've only just begun.
We've only just begun? No. I was hoping you could tell me a bit more about what happened, actually.
I did not think you would believe me if I told you. Better that you discovered the truth for yourself. I was thinking of you, you know.
Godot used to have one, but nobody liked it, really? That's crazy. No, the shader nodes in Unity people seem to really like, and just the visual coding period people seem to like. That's interesting. I think we need less thinking and more talking. Okay, white girl Phoenix. That's more like Mom Phoenix, actually.
Yeah.
Less thinking and more talking, please.
Use your words.
Use your words. That night in the hospital, what really happened?
Ah, the way your eyes gleam, Mr. Wright. You'll scare Trucy.
Speaking of which, where is she?
You've seen the problem yourself. The letter.
The one shot in the forehead one, right?
Yes, and the reason he speaks of. I cannot deny my mentor's wishes, even if it meant my own death.
Why not? I'm shifting into mom mode.
This is something I will not say. For now, at least.
What's this for now business? Okay, Phoenix.
I've done many things in my life. Some well, some poorly. But this is a cross we must bear alone to our graves.
We?
You wanted to know about the night of the incident?
Finally. This guy sure likes to take his time getting to the important stuff.
Of course. I had no intention of shooting my mentor. I snuck into his room that night at the appointed time. And found there upon his bedside table, 2 pistols.
And he's hooked up.
And he's hooked up.
2?
Yes. The one I had used on stage. And the one that had been used by my partner, Valant.
Oh, for the Zack and Valent's quick draw thing?
My mentor had the look of one sleeping. I stood by his bedside, hearing only the light sound of his breathing. Then I took the pistol into my hand. I cannot deny that my resolve faltered then, for a moment.
You faltered? You mean you thought about shooting him?
Recall there was a reason I could not refuse his request. His last such request, though not his first.
So, there were other requests you couldn't refuse before?
To be honest, I've not always been steadfast, and I fear I've brought pain upon Trucy.
Was Magnifi coercing his disciples somehow? Just what was going on in Troop Gramarye?
Yet, in the end, I did not shoot him. Instead, I turned and shot the clown. I took the pistol I had fired and placed it in my pocket.
In your pocket?
I believe if you examine the bullet in the clown's head, you will find it to be different than the one in my mentor. The... what were those called?
Rifling marks.
Yes. Well, that is all I have to tell you concerning the case.
Concerning the case? You mean there's something else you can... You mean there's something else you can tell me?
Ha! You are a fascinating man, Mr. Wright.
Thanks?
Yes, there is something. My mentor. His eyes opened.
What? Magnifi Gramarye?
The old devil. He was not asleep, you see. Of course. The gunshot would have woken him anyway. And there we had our last discussion as mentor and pupil. It was not a long discussion. Maybe 5-10 minutes or so.
What did you talk about?
Mr. Wright, did I not just tell you? It does not concern this case.
Zack Gramarye. Seems pretty steadfast to me. Or maybe just stubborn. Mr. Wright, your presence is requested in the courtroom.
Once again, I'm in your hands.
Right. Let's get back in there.
I gave him Von Karma's voice, but not evil.
Ah, interesting.
I just realized.
Court is now back in session. During our recess, a bullet was found in and dug out from the clown's head. Well, this is news. And the rifling marks? There wasn't time to do a detailed analysis, though they did find the weapon type matches the murder weapon. Well, that's not very conclusive, is it? Which is why I'm about to call my very decisive witness. Your decisive witness? How many times have I heard those words?
Phoenix is an old man now.
Literally.
Like, yeah, back in my day, they were calling decisive witnesses all the fucking time, and they never did shit.
Fuck all. Though they often turn out to be far less decisive than you think. Oh, don't worry on my account. I'm quite confident this witness will do the job. After all, he is intimately acquainted with the players in our little production. Being the other half of the Troop Gramarye's famous duo, Zack and Valant. Valant Gramarye. So we get to meet the great Magnifi's other disciple. I'm gonna be this guy too. Oh.
Yeah. He's a baby, though.
He's a kind of baby. Okay. I literally got a whole, like, royal flush here of...
Yeah, you do! I always forget how many lines the judge has.
Yeah, right? The clown polycule has some drama.
Some drama.
Perhaps we'll start by asking your name and occupation. Valant Gramarye, magician. And you're the decisive witness, are you? You can prove your fellow student your partner's guilt. Fate. The grand illusion filled with traps and tricks. Will spin sound.
Okay.
Well, wait. The shooting took place in the hospital after 11 o'clock that night. If you're a witness, does that mean you were there that late? If no one is to deduce this logically, then... One more time. If one were to deduce this logically, the conclusion is... Yes! Okay. I always get the fucking characters, don't I?
Yeah, he does.
He does.
He's so old now.
He's like everyone's a fucking...
Oh god, he's been around the block.
I have an interesting fact for you. You see, several days before the crime, my witness received this. That looks very familiar. Wait. That's the same letter Zach Gramarye received. Yes. Or perhaps I should say, ta-da!
God, he's such an asshole when he's young.
Order, order, order! Now, what does it say? Surely not the same thing. Perhaps you should see for yourself. My beloved... Okay, well, it's gonna disappear. Or not. To my beloved student Valant, to you I entrust the task of lowering my life's curtain. Come on the 13th, 11:20 p.m. I will ready a gun with which you are to shoot one shot square in the forehead. You cannot refuse and blah blah blah. Why, it's practically the same! Court accepts this into evidence. But different times.
Different times.
This is most unusual. Exactly what was going on with you folks? What exactly was your troop Gramarye up to? By which you mean... I'm just having trouble envisioning a man who would ask his students to kill him. Ray dropped and you said it's gonna disappear. Or not. Both of them, no less. It's just my opinion, Herr Judge. But from these letters, I'd say he was coercing them, not asking them. We walked the magician's path together, and in doing so shared much of our lives. When people are so close, there is strain, a warping of relations, you might say. Yet this has nothing to do with the case at hand.
Bitches always be saying
Bitches be saying this has nothing to do with the case at hand, when quite frequently it has much to do with the case at hand.
It has almost everything to do with the case at hand, some might say.
Some could say, by which you mean you're not going to tell us. Which makes me wonder even more about this reason they couldn't refuse. Well, let's get on with the testimony for starters. The defendant, Zach Gramarye, stands accused. Tell us why. Oh, I'll do more than that. For where he walks, the red roses rise, singing hymns to the miracle that is magic.
Okay.
Fascinating. Though I hardly need to remind you that the evidence could just as clearly point to you as the suspect. The letter, the murder weapon, and now the 2 bullets found at the scene. In fact, the only difference seems to be the designated time. As every magician knows, timing is everything. Yes. Yes. And now it's time to get this party fired up.
Dude, I love cases like this that are just completely dramatic.
Literally,
irony.
everyone's a clown. There is not one non-clown in this courtroom right now.
No, I love these Ace Attorney cases where you know how it's gonna end.
Oh, yeah.
Like, we know that he doesn't go to jail.
Yeah.
Right? We know that Trucy's dad is not in the picture. It's and it was like this with the Mia cases too, where it's like you knew that something bad was going to happen.
Yeah.
You
they
know,
get
like,
off with it.
Yeah. It's just so... I love these, like, flashback cases that are just completely dramatic irony, where you as the player know that it's kind of a lost cause. You have to play it through anyway. Ugh. It's so juicy. It's such good storytelling.
That night, I visited the hospital room at the time Magnifi requested. The smell of gunpowder hung in the room, and my mentor had taken his final bow. I did not imagine my fellow student might have received the same instructions. Yet a deal with the dead is still a deal. Death's sweet kiss I gave to the clown.
Me dating men.
I gave my sweet kiss
To the clown.
to the clown. To the clown. To the clown. My own little Hamilton bit there.
Oh, I love that.
Thank you.
Okay. To the clown. To the clown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I informed the doctor and the police.
To the mime. To the mime. To the mime. Mime.
To the freak. To the freak. To the clown.
I love that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's... Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really good. I like that.
Thank you. Then I informed the doctor and the police. Still good at the same time. They still managed to keep the whodunit. They're really good at what they do here in these games.
It feels a lot like the end of Hades Town, where it's like you go in knowing the Orpheus and Eurydice myth.
Yeah.
And at the end of Hades Town, they're like, "Well, you knew this was gonna happen. Like you knew this was a tragedy, but they basically are like, it's a sad song, but we sing it anyway."
Right.
And it's really beautiful,
tasty.
and I cry.
So you were the one who reported the crime. Indeed. I would think this fact alone would clear my name of suspicion. Let's not jump to any conclusions. Yes, the cross-examination generally comes before the conclusions in this court.
Not always.
Not always. But if your testimony proves to be true, then the defendant, Zach Gramarye, is guilty. And if it wasn't Zach Gramarye, then the killer was you, Valant. And no disappearing act will get you out of that. At night, I visited the hospital room and denied about her.
Does anyone know if Clavier's ear piercing is on the gay ear?
The left, isn't it?
I don't know.
I can never remember.
Fucking remember.
Which, according to the letter, it's a clip-on. Even better. That's what I thought you were gonna ask. Is if it was real.
If it was real?
Yeah.
No, I'm hitting the hard truths.
Yeah. Which, according to the letter, was 11:20 p.m. Indeed. In magic, timing is everything. Right. Consider the illusion of... Ma'am. Consider the illusion of teleportation. If I were to appear on stage before my stunt double has left, how would that look? Why, it would reveal the very secrets of my magic. Now that you've revealed the very secrets of your magic for... Okay, these two voices together are throwing me off. Because they're both, like... Deep and like... Theatrical, but in slightly different ways. Shit. Come now, Hair Forehead. Now that you've revealed the very secrets of your magic for us all, let's move on. You went at the designated time, and what did you see? The smell of gunpowder hung in the room. So, you weren't worried for your own safety at all? I mean, you smelled gunpowder, yes? What if the shooter was still nearby? I did not consider this, to be honest. It is forbidden for a magician to have a good imagination. Really? Isn't magic all about illusions and imagination? Who is that?
I don't know how to describe vaudeville.
How about this? You were the shooter, which is why you weren't afraid. Now you are the one imagining. It is forbidden for a lawyer... Oh, okay. It is forbidden for a lawyer to have a good imagination. The witness will refrain from pausing so suspiciously before responding. My forbidden imagination is starting to imagine things. My
fucking line out of context.
My forbidden imagination.
Welcome to my forbidden imagination. Welcome to my twisted
Is that what he
mind.
calls the spank bank?
Yeah, I was
the forbidden imagination.
I was thinking that's like, yeah.
That's where he keeps his lewds, his mental lewds.
His mental lewds. Yeah.
I'm starting to imagine you getting railed on the stand. Please stop that.
Please stop.
Did not imagine my fellow student might have received the same instruction.
Didn't you?
Didn't you? Which brings us back to this reason neither of you could refuse. So it does, and my partner, he did not refuse. But Magnifi wrote the same thing to you. Why could you refuse if Zach couldn't? Because I have a will of steel, of course. I also do this trick where I bend steel bars, so perhaps steel isn't all so strong. So which is it? Mind if I continue?
Yes, Queen, give us nothing. I love the taste of nothing.
Dicks of steel? I don't know. There were 2 bullet holes at the scene. One in the victim and one in the clown. You're saying the one who shot the clown was you? No doubt my partner Zach has said much the same thing. Yeah, because whoever didn't shoot the clown committed the murder. I'd better dig around here a bit more and see what I can turn up. This is really like, before you were 2 guards. One always tells the truth and one always lies. Like, there's 2 holes and, you know. 2 holes?
2 holes.
Mr. Valant, let me ask about something else concerning the crime scene. Namely,
number of pistols?
I think so, because, I mean...
Yeah.
How many pistols were there when you entered the room? By which you mean what, precisely? 2 pistols were used in the Zach and Valant quick draw shoot-'em, correct? 1 for each of you. You are well informed, yet only one of my old friends sat in the hospital room that night. What did Zach tell me back in the lobby?
Of course. I had no intention of shooting my mentor. I snuck into his room that night at the appointed time, and found there upon his bedside table 2 pistols. I took the pistol I had fired and placed it in my pocket.
This is literally like, what's that bit about Harry Potter holding a gun? Like that one picture where it's Daniel Radcliffe and he's like holding a gun or something. I don't know. The wizards have guns. It's like,
yeah.
We may be out of magic, but we're not out of options.
True.
I cast brap brap.
I got the Glock in my Rari.
I cast Glock.
I cast Glock.
I see no problem with that statement. Only 1 pistol is visible in the photograph of the crime scene, after all. So you picked up that pistol and fired it. Indeed I did. Alakazam, alakazing, alakaboom.
So true, King.
Is the number of pistols really so important?
Yeah.
Yes. The number of pistols is quite important, Your Honor. Very well. Please add this detail to your testimony.
Have you done that voice for someone before? Kind of Gene Armstrong, actually.
I don't think I have. Oh, I think I gave it to the panty snatcher a little bit.
You did give it to the panty snatcher. Yeah. Wesley.
Yeah. What can I do but obey? 1 pistol's in the hospital. Stickler. Yeah. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. I was like, I had a weird fight or flight response to that voice, and I was like, who is that?
Who? So you took the only pistol there and fired it. That's correct. And the pistol was this one, which was left at the crime scene? Good show! I see you two are a magician of sorts. And you're an idiot of sorts.
Oh my god.
Do you have any idea what you just said? I see the fire in your eyes as you glare at the witness. So how about heating up this trial a bit? These slow ballads bore me. Got a hunch, but maybe that's all it is. Wesley. Okay, I guess we...
Oh, no need, I guess? For now.
Let's run with this testimony for a while longer. For the only one that I informed... Oh, we haven't pressed this one yet,
no.
I don't think. So you informed the police. What did you do then? What do you suppose I did? Used my magic to levitate my mentor's corpse, perhaps?
You can do that?
I don't know, that's why I'm asking. Now please answer the question and skip the sarcasm. After I made my report, I called the doctor and we returned to the room. While we waited for the police to arrive, we discussed stomach medicine. Okay. We've confirmed this with the doctor. It all checks out.
I don't think you can do that in court. I think you have to bring the doctor in.
I think you gotta bring the doctor in. Listen here, Forehead. He praised Mr. Valant's knowledge of stomach medicine, in fact. This is literally that copy pasta from a while ago.
Oh, the fucking product?
Yeah.
I can't.
Wow, you sure know a lot about stomach medicine. You're so wow.
Valant Gramarye is... Stomach medicine is his specialty.
What a fucking cringe lord, dude. It is an honor I do not deserve, but I accept.
What a dick.
Both of Magnifi's students received the same letter. Both admit to having gone to the hospital that night. 2 bullets were fired, and one of them killed Magnifi. I'm going to find the cracks in his testimony.
Okay, slay.
What do we think?
What evidence do we have?
Not a lot. 2 pages.
Mm-hmm.
Press the task of lowering life's curtains. These need to be side to side. Lowering life's curtains, 13, just different time.
Yeah. Can I see the gun again? Or can I read the description? Sorry.
Fires 1 real bullet. Rifling marks match bullet found in victim.
I think that we present this, because if we say that our guy pocketed the weapon that he shot, we can tie the ballistics to the clown in the bullet that, or in the gun that he has.
Mm-hmm.
Which means if he took that gun out with him, and the only thing left was the murder weapon, then he had to have used the murder weapon to shoot the guy.
Mm-hmm. But... I went in the hospital that night. With it, I shot the clown.
The murder weapon was found at the scene of the crime.
And that's this one.
Yeah. Whereas the non-murder weapon was taken, which means...
Yeah, when was the photo taken?
When
was this picture taken?
After.
Well, after, of course, but like...
No, but that's what I'm saying, is that the murder weapon was left and the not murder weapon was not.
Right.
So if he says that there's only one pistol, the one pistol there has to be the murder weapon.
Uh-huh.
And if he's saying that he used that pistol, then it means that he must have shot the guy.
Okay. I mean, we're fine for health, but still. Out of safety.
Yeah.
Oh, hey,
Oh,
Breeze.
hey.
Welcome to a happy time zone. You made it. How's it going, Breeze? This was the one we added.
Yeah.
Do we want to do that one?
Yeah, let's try it.
Okay. Ah. According to the defendant, Zach Gramarye, when he entered the room, there were 2 pistols on that table. 2? One of those pistols he used to shoot the clown in the forehead. Then he left with it in his pocket. Of course, this is what he would say. Unlike the hapless clown, we must assume our defendant has some brains in his head. Yeah, no, you're allowed. It's break time. I'm not... There's no such thing as being a lazy napping bitch. It's called self-care and recuperation.
Also, happy early birthday.
Also, happy early birthday. Make it good.
Keep it charged.
Keep it charged. Well, what about what Mr. Valant has told us? You see, there's something about his testimony that doesn't make sense. What might that be? I told you I took the pistol that was there and shot the clown. That's your story, at least. But the rifle marks tell a very different story. Mr. Valant. Recall what Prosecutor Gavin told us. We compared the bullet taken from the victim's skull with a bullet fired from this gun. The rifling marks on the bullet were a perfect match. Ah. Mr. Valant, if you fired this pistol, then you shot the victim in the forehead.
That's what I'm saying!
Order! 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 Oh, this is all rather sudden. What have I done? Prosecutor Gavin? I owe the court an apology. Sorry. Sorry for what? You see, I was unaware that 2 of these unique pistols were crafted. The analysis of the rifling marks only proved the type of gun that fired them.
Oh man!
You idiot loser. But that's not what you told us before! You said you'd verified the murder weapon. Which is why I'm apologizing to you now. Quite sincerely, I might add.
Second autopsy report ass bitch.
Literally, though. Would you...
This is so mean.
I'm just a little guy.
This is so mean.
You wouldn't hurt a little guy with glasses on. I'm just a little guy with glasses. You wouldn't hit a little guy with glasses. Would you hold me accountable for a mistake made in my youth? That was just this morning.
He's so
I am
mean.
still young. And I might add, it wasn't really my fault. If the defendant had only admitted he took 1 pistol from the scene of the crime, we would not be having this pleasant discussion now. Valant Gramarye? Yes, Your Honor. You were presented to this court as a decisive witness, but you've proven to be more divisive than decisive. Suck it, old man! You'll see. In time. The testimony so far has merely been a review of the facts. The proof comes next. Care to elaborate, Prosecutor Gavin? When Mr. Valant entered the hospital room, the victim had already been shot. As his next testimony will prove. Hair right, the real fight is about to begin. Bring it. Very well. The witness will now testify to the court. Help us determine who shot what. Who shot what? I arrived in the hospital room at the appointed time, which is to say 11:20 p.m. After discovering the body, I fulfilled my obligation, then called the doctor. The doctor examined the body before the police arrived, which was quite clear about the time of death, 11:10 p.m. And the one in the room at that time was my partner, not me. Who unplugged him, though? Those times are rather close, you have to admit. You're talking about an alibi established over a matter of minutes. How much the title of this testimony? Shots fired? Question mark. That'd be smart. To use a 10-minute discrepancy as the basis for your alibi is easy to explain in this situation, Herr Judge. For example, take our debut hit single 13 Years Hard Time for Love. Cue to the song, press the play button, and it will play for 2 minutes 15 seconds. Do it 100 times, the result is the same. Their debut single is only 2 minutes and 15 seconds long? What a ripoff.
Damn.
Okay. Phoenix has music takes, I guess. Phoenix said no short songs. Phoenix listens to Tool.
Yeah.
15-minute fucking...
You know what? I bet Phoenix Wright's favorite song is It's All Coming Back to Me Now by Celine Dion. The 7.5-minute masterpiece.
You know what?
By Celine Dion.
But given his Legally Blonde,
yeah,
I feel like that fits.
Can you imagine him like in his apartment with like a I don't know, like a vase or like a hairbrush
doing
or
a microphone,
something.
yeah.
Moments of gold. I can see it.
I can
so
visualize
vivid
it
in my head.
He was an arts major.
No, I really, in my heart, Phoenix Wright loves like all of the like 90s girls, like Britney Spears.
Yeah. Yep, 100%.
Mariah Carey.
Yep.
All the divas.
Yeah. He looks shorter? I have not noticed.
Maybe Clavier is just tall.
Maybe.
Maybe Clavier is just taller than Edgeworth.
Magic is a world of utmost precision. Hocus Pocus requires admirable focus. And in the time of death determined by the doctor, there is an incontrovertible truth. Very well. Prosecution warns us that we're dealing with rather precise times. And we can expect the cross-examination to require the same level of precision. I would hope the defense refrains from its customarily broad, sweeping accusations.
What, bitch?
Who, me? Lest we blur the focus this case so clearly demands. Point taken. Baseless remarks will result in a penalty. Carry on, Mr. Wright. Carry on, right. If we're stealing height again, someone needs to, like, cut out a chunk of his bones.
I think Clavier is in his emo era right now.
I see that.
He's wearing sunglasses so you can't see the, like, layers and layers of eyeliner. He's got the swoopy emo haircut and the, like, black jacket shirt. He's listening to My Chemical Romance as we speak.
He's got a little earpiece just...
Yeah.
11:20 p.m. Can you prove that's when you arrived? Alas, such a feat may be beyond even the great Valant. For there was no one in that room but Magnifi, and he was departed after a fashion. I have here Defendant's exact Gramarye sworn deposition. I snuck into his room that night at the appointed time. It was 10 minutes before I left the room, and the victim was still alive. Is the music different, or is it just far away from me?
I mean, it's the different trilogy music.
Ha. Emo Comeback 2027.
Yeah,
we're there, basically, aren't we? I mean, MCR's already gone on tour again.
Yeah, we're there.
We're there.
Fall Out Boy put out an album. Paramore put out an album. Pierce the Veil put out an album.
We're back, baby.
2023's really been a renaissance.
Emo's back. The time indicated by this letter to Zach was 11:05 p.m. Exactly. It's 2019 in this case. Yeah, it's not back yet. Which means the witness could not have entered that room before 11:15. Because his partner was still in the middle of his crime. I see someone did their arithmetic homework. You see, the defendant himself has corroborated the witness's testimony. That all makes sense.
I mean, my gut says no.
My gut also say no.
What does the autopsy say?
Not much. 11 to 11:30.
Yeah.
Which is, I feel like, silly. Because surely he's hooked up to, like...
Yeah, like
EKGs
monitors.
and shit.
Yeah.
You know, surely he flatlined.
Yeah. There would be evidence of that.
Because you know that that shit's gotta record, like...
Yeah.
Right? I don't know how medical equipment works, but I would imagine. Anyway. I don't know, dog.
I mean, let's say yes and see what happens.
We've saved. The only problem I see here is the glaring contradiction in that testimony, question mark? Was that a question? Oh. Yeah, set up for points.
I'm set up for points.
I guess it was?
Aww, he's so silly.
You have been warned, Herr Wright. Baseless remarks will be penalized. Well put, Prosecutor Gavin. Oh, and Mr. Wright, here's my answer to your question. Smack.
Smack. I love my headcanon is that every time Phoenix Wright loses health, he gets smacked across the face.
Whoever his weird girl is just like steps on his toes for being an idiot. After discovering the body, well, I mean, either way, like, let's go through.
Yeah, let's go through them.
In the hospital.
So that one's fine. Oh.
This is not. Is this the one?
We pressed it.
Ah, you're right. I guess we're saying there isn't an issue, which there isn't, I guess.
Not a problem. Not a problem.
Not a problem. Yeah, Judge pulls a Godot and just like tosses it.
Yeah.
I don't see any problem. If you say so. Let's continue, shall we? Sometimes the most magical thing of all is the truth.
Alright.
Okay, whatever, bitch. This one we did. Okay, so this one.
Yeah.
You walk in on a murder, and the first thing you do is shoot the clown? The disciple does what the disciple must.
He's dead.
My mentor's request, without reason, had caused for me to surfeit of sorrow. A what? For what did I, Valant, be now without him? May the soul of Magnifi the Great find greater peace above. This I muttered to myself as I pulled that lonely trigger. In any case, I believe this is nothing more than what we have already learned. I'm still waiting for one of those right moments, Herr Attorney. May I remind you that baseless remarks will earn penalties. Proceed with that in mind. Yes, Your Honor. What a pain in the ass this is turning out to be.
True.
I love how he's just like... he's just annoyed at everything. He's like, man...
He's burnt out.
Yeah, he's done. He's seen it all.
Yeah.
Did the doctor say anything concerning the cause of death? Why, yes. I believe he screamed, "My God, he's been shot in the head!" It doesn't take a doctor to notice that. I believe I would have said much the same thing. Maya's not there for the comic relief.
Yeah.
Everyone's just on their shit, and there's no weird girl. And I would have penned the requiem that arose in my soul at that horrid sight.
Okay.
Whatever happened to good old-fashioned investigation?
So true, King.
In any case, I believe this is nothing more than what we have already learned. I'm still waiting for what... Yeah, whatever. Shut up. Yeah. Yes, Your Honor. We're gonna do this every time.
Guess so.
I guess so. Quite clear about the time of death.
Oh, we had to press this before we said the other thing was weird.
Yes. I don't think I'm stepping out on a limb to say I have some doubts about this. How could the doctor be so precise with the time? We do usually only get an estimated time of death, true. I'm not sure I've heard of a verified time of death. Blue check.
Blue check time of death.
Get your death certificate has got a blue check mark
on it.
Verified.
Verified dead.
Dead for real.
Mm-hmm. Elon said I'm dead, so...
I paid $8, so...
I'm dead now.
I'm dead now. For reals. Magic revels in making the complex appear simple, but reality is the opposite. What appears complex in this case is a simple matter of subtraction. I see another person has done their arithmetic homework. The point here is the 4 the victim was taken. The IV the victim was taken. It's quite visible in the photograph of the scene. Hair forehead. Recall what we heard earlier about the victim, Magnifi Gramarye's schedule. Every night at 11, Magnifi took an IV drip for 30 minutes. I can see the IV bag right there, yes. Now look a little closer. Follow the tube down from the bag to the end.
It's not plugged in.
It's not plugged in. Did you turn it off and on again? Ah, the needle's been removed. Hair forehead. Doubtlessly. There we go. I think we got a calibrator. Hair forehead. Doubtlessly it fell out when he was shot. I don't think that's how that works.
Not how that works
Shit's
at all.
taped down, dog.
Yeah.
That would seem to be the case.
No.
Judge just believes any old thing. When the needle comes out, the IV no longer drips. Ah! You can just measure the remaining IV liquid. Precisely. The IV liquid functions for our purposes as an hourglass of sorts. This is how the doctor determined the time of death.
There are other ways.
There are other ways.
There are other
surely
more scientific, less estimated ways.
I have to believe. From the amount remaining in the bag, it was determined that the IV had stopped 10 minutes after administration began. I mean, what if he just took it out?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he took it out at 11:10. That much is at least...
That much is true.
Verified. And so it was. When I, Valant, entered that room, 10 minutes had passed since that horrible crime was committed.
But was he plugged in?
And this is proof. Well, Mr. Wright. Did that seem important?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Well, seeing how it is the biggest clue we have to the time of death, I'd say it's very important. Agreed. It would be hard to imagine a more precise way to determine the time. Behold the power of arithmetic!
Good God.
Very well. The witness will add this detail to his testimony.
Can we see the IV folder?
The what?
The evidence that we just got?
Did we just... I'm bro. Okay. Yes. Report submitted. IV stopped 10 minutes after... 30 minutes required to administer full IV from the amount remaining. IV stopped 10 minutes. Sometimes the most magical thing of all... we've done this. We've said this. Say less. King, say less. The water of life springs not eternal. The remaining IV liquid proves my innocence. Behold! You should say that more.
I agree.
Did you notice the IV yourself, by any chance? When first I entered that room, the stench of gunpowder assailed me. Next, the mark of death upon my mentor's forehead. And then, his left arm did I spy a rose, drooping and wilted. Its thorn, the discarded IV needle. Hair forehead, knocked from the vein by the force of the shot. Lucky for you.
That surely cannot be how things happen.
If that IV had not been there, why, you might be a suspect. That's certainly not how that works. Indubitably so. I might say it's thanks to my lucky color. Your lucky color? Indeed, even today I wear it proudly upon my suspect self. For it always, without fail, brings me luck. Why, when Zack and Valant won their first Magician's Grand Prix...
Ah!
Yes! The very one held by the Association of International Magicians.
Yeah, I know it.
Was adorned in this attire then too, and our trophy, a bust. What a day it was.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
Do you think he won it out from under? Max won it at one point?
No, probably...
No, because Max did win.
No, probably after Max.
Yeah, I think it was after Max, probably. Yeah, that ship's taped down.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen. Even if it did, like, he's lying there in bed and he gets shot in the head. What, did he do this when he got shot?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think he...
Are they saying
put.
that they, like, pushed it out? Like the vein itself, like,
He
shot
clenched,
it out?
he clenched his arm?
He clenched.
He squeezed... Did he shit the needle out of his arm?
Wolverine.
He's fucking Spider-Man Wolverine fucking ass. This is one trip down memory lane no one needs.
I need it!
I needed it. My lucky color, yes indeed, and that IV too. I don't think that's true. I think it's green.
I think it's green.
I think it's green. Interesting. I say I think 'twas hued especially for me, Valant. That does seem to be the case indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, any thoughts on this testimony? Yes.
It's bullshit, Your Honor.
Valant sure looks happy with himself. Okay, how about this lucky color testimony? There's a contradiction. Certainly sounds like your lucky colors brought you plenty of luck. But not this time. Mr. Valant, your lucky colors betrayed you. I'm afraid you've lost me. Your Honor, the witness's testimony just now clearly contradicts the evidence. What? This has never happened before.
If I was an Ace Attorney character, my pointing sprite would be...
Objection.
Objection?
Please recall my warning. Yeah, we know. Shut up. Basically duly penalized. I do hope the latest accusation is well based. Oh, it's based. Close enough.
Oh, it's based, Your Honor.
Don't worry, I've got all your bases right here. All your base are belong to us.
True.
Very well. Let's hear the defense's claim. Where is your evidence that contradicts what Mr. Valant has told us? The picture. Take a look at this photograph. The crime scene tells all, Your Honor. A photo of the crime scene? Her forehead. All this talk of color has me yearning for black and white, clear-cut simplicity.
That's so emo of him to say.
Yeah. Tell us, Hair Right, just where is the contradiction in this photo? My pleasure, and I assure you, it's quite simple. But I can't promise anything in black and white. Oh, I see what Mr. Right has to say. Banger after banger after banger. What in this photo contradicts the testimony?
The reanimator juice.
What contradicts the testimony? Get a little Norwegian with it. Valant Gramarye. Let's get one thing straight about your lucky color. It's yellow. It's yellow.
Yellow. Yes.
It's your favorite color. It's yellow. Yeah?
Yeah.
Kind of takes the mystery out of it, but yes.
Color theory in a hospital. Literally.
Something wrong with yellow, Mr. Right? Are you...
Doesn't belong in a children's hospital, I'll say that much, if you've learned about color theory.
Yes, there is. Decisively wrong, in fact. Take another look at the photo of the crime scene.
He's being reanimated, Your Honor.
What's this? Confusion, doubt, tell us. What do your elderly eyes spy? Even my elderly eyes can see a problem here, Mr. Valant. Look at that IV bag. What is this? What foul magic? It would be hard to call the IV liquid yellow. And I'm afraid no magic was involved in the taking of this photograph. No! Girl was in IV bags full of spinach and kale smoothie.
Girl was on detox.
Is there weed in that bag? Ah, that's one of those THC drips. Those stoners are coming up with everything. First edibles, and then oils,
and then a drip,
and now IV bags full of weed. Oh, get your pizza deficiency undeficited.
Hooray!
Get that pizza. Lemon IV cleanse. Oh no, can't be good for your veins. Order, order, order. What does this mean? This is some kind of mistake.
Yeah.
Yes, Prosecutor Gavin, your witness's mistake.
Sweat, bitch.
The greener they are, the harder they fall. I suppose there's no substitute for experience. He's getting a little...
Yeah,
he's getting a little high on his britches here.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's the tasty bit.
That's the tasty bit, is we know.
Yeah, we know.
We know what's gonna happen to you. Valant Gramarye, as you reminded us several times, your lucky color is yellow, but the IV is clearly not.
I'm so glad I watched Reanimator last night.
Yeah, this is so perfect.
Like, it's like, this would be making me crazy right now if I hadn't have just got my fix.
Well, this contradiction can mean only one thing. And to think, you almost had me.
Oh,
I see your true colors now, Ace Attorney Phoenix, right? Name drop, title drop. What do they call that?
I can't remember.
I don't know. Name of the game.
Name of the game, baby. Ace Attorney.
Top 10 iconic Phoenix moments taken before tragedy, literally. Yeah. Something you'd like to tell us, Prosecutor Gavin? As far as this court can tell, the witness's testimony does contradict the evidence. Yes, a contradiction. One that I shall be pleased to hand right back to Mr. Right. How do you mean? How? Because the witness has made no mistakes. I agree at a glance, the IV liquid does appear a sort of greenish yellow. But I assure you, the liquid itself is quite yellow.
The bag is blue.
Color theory.
Fucking color theory.
I want to kiss myself. I hate it here. But I assure you, the liquid itself is quite yellow.
How would he know?
How would he know? Does he have, is he an RN? Did he put the bag together? Yellow liquid.
Oh,
Piss?
this is fun. Clavier's theme is playing now.
Yeah. How can you say that? Because I pissed in the IV myself. As far as I can tell from this photo, it's green. Yes, but what color is the IV bag itself? The bag? You mean the plastic bag on the hook? It looks like I want to say light blue? Beautiful new blue passport.
Yeah, classic.
Yeah.
Yeah, classic.
Yeah. What, we're doing this again, are we?
No, it's like my favorite.
Classic.
Anytime that I say that,
Passport.
it always is a huge hit.
Yeah.
No one ever really
No one knows it.
what it's.
No one knows what it's from.
And so they just are like,
Drives me crazy.
Will Brexit make my passport expire?
No. But it does mean you're entitled to be new blue passport. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Precisely. Figured it out yet? Put a yellow liquid in a blue bag and you get green.
You get green.
You get green.
You didn't, Joe.
We didn't. We're gonna be the president. This, incidentally, is the liquid's true color. I see. Your explanation does have the ring of truth to it.
I hate the judge is just vibe checking at this point.
That's all he does. As I thought. There's no substitute for experience, Prosecutor Gavin.
Okay.
What? You may tell a good tale, but you've just proven something rather grave. For you, that is.
For you.
For you. Grave? The liquid in the IV is yellow, yes. But how did this witness know that? It's quite unnatural when you think about it. It's quite unnatural when you think about it. You did think about it, didn't you? Didn't you?
Didn't you?
Your Honor, the defense requests an explanation from the witness. At the scene of the crime, the IV liquid appears to be green. So let me ask, how did the witness know the IV liquid was actually yellow? Oh my god! Zomg!
Zomg!
ZOMG, Scoob! Order! 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 Mr. Wright, you'll explain this at once. I'm asking the question. What do you mean I need to explain? Make it make sense, Judge.
Make it make sense.
Ah, happy 420. Blaze it. If you're on the West Coast. If you're not, then,
Oh my god.
Sorry.
Ah.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
We are one. Mr. Wright, you will explain this at once. The witness clearly knew the color of the IV liquid, so I'm sure it means something, but what? I can think of only one possibility, Your Honor. The witness, Valant Gramarye, has testified that the IV liquid was yellow because he'd seen it before, or he
knew the color. Still haven't used that syringe.
Bro. You're saying it's
He just knew.
He just knew?
Yeah.
He's just built different?
He just knew. Maybe he'd seen it before. Either he knew or he'd seen it before.
Because it was unplugged? And it dripped out somewhere, maybe?
Maybe. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, okay. I'm happy with he knew. I just saved, so we're fine. From the facts before us, the answer is clear. The witness knew that the IV liquid was yellow. Why? Because he'd seen it before. But not inside the blue bag we see in the photo.
So he'd seen it before and he knew the color were the same answer? Okay.
Okay. He saw the liquid by itself in a clear, colorless bag. What, just as he was, like, walking by another room or some shit?
I don't know.
I suppose he would have to, but I'm still not clear as to what all this means. Ask yourself, Why would he know if he didn't work at a hospital? That's where you'll find your meaning, Your Honor. Hair forehead. I'm afraid I find nothing. So what if he knew the IV liquid's color? Leave the getting excited over absolutely nothing to our teeny bopper fans, yeah?
You're 17. You're a teeny bopper
Literally.
yourself.
The IV liquid is the only evidence proving the time of death. A 30-minute hourglass with 20 minutes worth of sand remaining. Your claim, Prosecutor Gavin. I remember it well.
Das teeny bopper.
Das
teeny boppin'.
Das Tin Boppin. However...
No, little German boy, don't go to the concert. Oh my god, this arena is full of teen and boppin'.
Kleinen Boppers. These concert hall and is full of the Kleinen Boppers. Yeah.
Yeah.
However, there's a critical difference between an hourglass and an IV bag.
So true, okay.
Wait, I know! Wait, is it just, hold on. Is it just gonna be through the tube? Could be.
Oh, well, no, he would have had to fill it up.
An hourglass uses sand, but an IV bag uses liquid. I'm right, right?
No.
Did I pass? As much as it pains me to say this, Your Honor, no. Unlike the sands through an hourglass, IV liquid enters the patient's body. At which point, like magic... Hi! At which point, like magic, it disappears. However, what if the amount of IV liquid had increased? You couldn't tell, could you? After all, there's no way of knowing how much went in. What is it, a Ziploc IV bag that anyone can just crack open and...
Maybe they use the syringe.
Oh, yeah. Let me get this straight, Herr Wright. You're saying the witness watered down the victim's IV bag? Not with water, but with IV liquid.
IV liquid? Is that what it's called? Surely it must have like a chemical name.
I think it's like just like called IV solution or something.
Yeah. IV liquid sounds so janky.
That's how you knew the IV liquid was yellow. Now wait, I said wait. How might an amateur such as myself essay to perform such a task? I'm an amateur too, but I can pour water into a cup.
What?
Okay. Okay.
An amateur at what? And also
Why did
kind
this...
of flex?
What does it mean? I'm afraid there's quite a big difference between a cup and an IV bag. Quite. How can you prove our witness is capable of such a feat? He has a point, amateurs.
Okay.
Okay. Judge is just like, he's not even... It's not strays. Judge is just popping into
It's like the magic trick where they shoot everything except
the lady.
Yeah.
I at least would have some difficulty pouring IV liquid into that bag. You don't need an expert to see the look on the witness's face. He added liquid to that IV bag to throw off the time of death. I tire of these fairy tales lacking evidence. Well, Mr. Wright, any solid evidence to bring us back down to earth? Valant Gramarye, I'm afraid your magic won't serve you well in a life of crime. Might I ask what you're strongly suggesting? Magic relies on props, and props become evidence. Our witness was certainly able to increase the amount of IV liquid in the bag. All he had to do was work a little magic. And the prop was...
I think it's the syringe.
I think it's the syringe. The victim's syringe. It's the perfect prop for the magically increasing IV trick. And easy enough for an amateur to use. What kind of evidence is that? The syringe was clean, not a trace of liquid on it.
That's the suspicion.
That's suspicious, isn't it? And don't you find that odd, Prosecutor Gavin? What? The victim had the syringe to administer his insulin shots. There should have been traces of insulin left behind. Well, Valant Gramarye, as you pointed out yourself, the IV liquid makes the perfect clock. One that you can manipulate at will. Oh, look. Oh, look,
All those little bunnies and doves were so cute.
Yeah. Did we do it? No. Asked and answered. I do believe, well, with this being his first, that the burden of this trial has been a bit too much to bear for Prosecutor Gavin. I'm afraid that while there is a doubt as to the amount of IV liquid in that bag, the time of death cannot be proven. And that brings our trial to a close for today. Well, maybe I can squeeze an extra day out of this. I can do a little much-needed investigation work. I see there are no objections. Court is adjourned. Truly, there's no substitute for experience. Nothing blinds one to the truth so effectively. A word to the wise. Underestimate the young and they'll sweep your feet out from under you.
That's true.
That's true. In a way you'll never, ever expect it. You see, I know exactly what you're thinking.
Wait, can we say how old Phoenix is at
We
this
can,
point?
I tried,
No.
yeah. Huh? What's he talking about? You say the witness used the syringe to manipulate the level of the IV liquid, but there's no proof. There's no proof he didn't do it either.
26.
Yes, quite true.
So this is like right after the trilogy then.
It happens 2 months after. Okay.
Oh my god.
God damn.
He had no time to rest on his laurels.
No, straight up. Huh? He's admitting it? Nor was the witness quite as decisive as I'd hoped. This I admit, after all. This I admit. After all, why linger in the past when the future holds so much? You have something in mind, Prosecutor Gavin? Proof, Herr Judge. I have another way to prove my case. With evidence, no less. There, now, I was waiting for it. There's got a diary gotta come on out. What's this? This is the victim, Magnifique Gramarye's diary. Diary? After going into the hospital, Magnifique began writing his memoirs. Memoirs, it seems. The story of his birth, his startling debut, and of meeting his disciples. It seems he intended for the last chapter to end, quite appropriately, with his death. Wait. That book doesn't say what the reason was, does it? The reason why his disciples couldn't refuse his last request? Sadly, it does not. What's important here is on the last page. Apparently, the victim wrote in his journal that night, even after the IV had begun at 11 p.m. Let's read it, shall we?
Night's IV is in. Maybe the last. I'll leave the rest to them. The first should come soon. Journal may end here, or it may go on, but not long. That depends on his hand. That is.
All that is left to mine is
to pen.
put down this pen. Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, this might be the last page. Maybe not. Depends who kills me.
Yeah. This does appear to have been written just before his death. The court accepts this into evidence.
Can we read the fake one?
Yes. Since Fate's clock will make me wait a little longer, at least only less than 10 swift.
Yeah.
All those information farewell. What? Oh, yeah. True.
Yeah, probably that's still Oh.
Nope. The side? Fuck.
Crack that bad bitch open.
Yeah. This is the last page. The diary ends here. Huh? What's this? It looks like a page was ripped out? Well, now, isn't that interesting? Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we read? No. Yeah, okay.
It's probably gonna tell us.
Yeah. Read the very last part with particular care.
There we go.
This journal may end here, or it may go on, but not long. That depends on his hand. Of course, by his, He refers to our defendant, Zach Gramarye. That would make sense, yes. He was the first scheduled visitor, after all. But look at what he said before that. This journal may end here, or it may go on. It may go on! Magnifique Gramarye intended to write again. That is, if Zach Gramarye didn't pull the trigger. I see the defense understands the meaning of this. The victim's diary does not go on, it ends.
Or does it?
Because Magnifique's life was brought to an end by the defendant, Zach Gramarye. Ah. But yeah, it was longer. Order! 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 Prosecutor Gavin, are you certain that Magnifique Gramarye wrote this? Herr Forehead, there is no mistaking his handwriting. Well, this does seem to be significant. According to this, Magnifique did intend to continue his diary. Yes, if his diary ended here, which plainly it did, then the one who pulled the trigger was the first visitor, Zach Gramarye. Well, how do you like me now, Herr Wright? Still too green for your tastes? Missing page. He's right about the diary being pretty clear. Still, I find it hard to believe that he'd overlook such an obvious problem with his precious evidence. So I guess Zach, like, ripped out a page before he left?
Yeah.
To make it, yeah. It's probably a blank page.
Yeah.
Well, Mr. Wright, the witnesses...
Well, no, he probably ripped out the page and then gave it to Vera to write on, so that the corners match up.
Right, because it's a... Right. Yeah. So, was he just 10 minutes late then, or something?
No, he killed him at... Who are you talking about? Zach?
Yeah.
No, he killed him at 11:10. 5 minutes after he got there. Tore the page out, left.
But this bit about it being... Like, if this was also on the original, I guess I just don't see a reason to forge this.
To say that he wrote after Zach left. Because the premise of the argument right now is that the diary ends, therefore Zach must have killed him. Because he's insinuating that he would write another page if Zach left him alive.
Right. Which is why I said he took a blank page out and wrote on it, because if there was more,
agreed.
then that means...
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So he ripped a blank page out, gave it to Vera to forge.
Right.
So that the ripped pages match up.
Yeah.
And then gave it back.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. I thought you were saying, like, this was written and then he took it out and got it forged.
No.
Okay. Yeah. Witness's testimony we heard was lacking. But put together with this evidence, it seems quite sufficient for a case. The diary is accepted like this, the trial's over. Maybe it's time for me to show them something. Let's do it, King. Let's go there. I'm left with no choice but to show my own evidence. What? You have some evidence that overturns this diary? It's not too late to rethink this and avoid more embarrassment. Very well. Please show us your evidence, Mr. Wright.
Oh, man.
Incidentally, don't even think of showing us this diary I've just shown the court. Now that we've come this far, I hope you have something a little more decisive. Show us... Show us the evidence that proves the victim continued writing his diary. Alright. I'd be happy to. The decisive evidence proving that the diary didn't end with this page is a page. Let's lose our badge.
Time to lose our badge.
Time to lose our badge. First, take a close look at this diary. Note that a page... Yeah, really.
No, I was thinking, oh man, like, there's... Yeah, we're gonna have to present this forged piece of evidence knowing it's fake.
But we don't know it's fake.
We do.
We do?
Yeah, Vera admitted to forging it.
Yes, but he was just given this letter by...
Yeah. We know that this is the fake piece of evidence.
We know. Does Phoenix know?
No, Phoenix doesn't know.
That's what I mean.
No, that's what makes
which makes it even worse. It's like...
No, that's exactly what we're saying, is that we have to play as Phoenix and present this piece of evidence, the player knowing that it's fake, but Phoenix, and that it will end Phoenix's career.
I guess I'm just surprised that, like he didn't know.
Yeah.
So why is it... I mean, I don't know.
You can't present... I mean,
surely there has to be some, like, intentionality to it.
In real life, you have to get evidence from, like, a credible source. You can't just have a notebook paper that a child gave you and present it in court. Obviously, the precedent of that in the Ace Attorney universe
is different.
But I guess we got lucky because all of the evidence that children had given us were real. And it was this time where a child gave us fake evidence, and we were like, surely this is fine.
Every child so far has been cool, so...
Yeah. That I think is the problem of, like, you presented a piece of forged evidence that you got from some rando off the street.
Yeah. Lana took all that effort to give us the evidence. Yeah.
Literally.
Note that a page has clearly been ripped out. What's this? I hadn't noticed that at all. That's why we're still here, talking about this. As it just so happens, I have here what I believe to be the missing page. Ah, look, I don't believe it! Looking at this page, it's hard to imagine that the first visitor that night shot Magnifique Gramarye. That's the defense's position. Wait, let me see that. What in Sam Hill? Why, this is the continuation of the victim's diary. What in fresh hell? Note the torn edge of the page. It's a perfect match with the torn remains of the last page in Magnifique's diary. Quite remarkable. Would you care to explain what all this means, Herr Attorney? The diary continued after his first visitor came, which means that the victim was still alive after Zach Gramarye left, leaving no one to take his life but the second visitor. Valant Gramarye.
Dude, my stomach is churning right now.
Yeah?
Knowing that, like, this is the big fuck up of his career.
No. No! The handwriting, too, matches that on the other pages. This is without a doubt the genuine article. Order, order, order! But wait, that's impossible! That old man couldn't have written that. Objection! Finally. You just couldn't resist, could you, Herr Wright? Did he make it? Did he just... resist what? Presenting solid evidence? Herr Judge. Yes, Prosecutor Gavin? Might I request we put the current cross-examination on hold? Prosecution would like to call a new witness. But Prosecutor Gavin, this evidence overturns the current witnesses. I only asked to put it on hold. Please. My new witness has a very, very important piece of testimony to give. 5 minutes. No more. I promise, Your Honor. Well, if you put it that way. Mr. Wright, what's your take on this?
Don't let him do it, King.
Well, Your Honor, judging from his enthusiasm, we'll have to hear this new testimony sooner or later anyway. So it might as well be sooner. Then, though this is highly, highly irregular, we will put the current cross-examination on hold. Witness may step down. Now, Prosecutor Gavin, please bring the surprise witness to the courtroom. Is it gonna be the old man?
No, it's gonna be his brother.
I had a bad feeling just then. That ripped out page was too obvious. He must have known. And I should have known it was a bad sign all around. Yeah.
Oh, it is the old man!
Holding trial with no audience is a first, even for me, Prosecutor Gavin. I beg the court's understanding. But I had to make a judiciary deal with the witness to secure his testimony. A judiciary deal? The details of his testimony may have some legal ramifications, shall we say. I thought it best to contain that information to this room. Very well. And you are the witness, I gather?
Nah. Yes. Yes, sir.
State your name and occupation for the record.
My name's Drew Misham. I'm a painter.
A painter? And you are somehow related to this case?
No, well, not per se.
I have one simple question for this witness. Mr. Misham, was it? Do you know what this is?
Oh, yeah. I know it well.
How's that possible? Have you seen this diary page somewhere before?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I made it.
You... What? You made it?
Yes. You might call it one of my works.
The prosecutor's office received a tip-off yesterday. Illegal evidence has been prepared for the trial of Zach Gramarye. Illegal evidence? I initiated an investigation and found this witness. A painter to the world at large, Drew Misham has another side, you might say. He is skilled in making perfect reproductions of certain things. Forgeries, in other words. Forgeries? Well... So, we are to understand that this page here is... a fake. Prepared by a certain defense attorney. Oh, hold it! I didn't prepare this evidence! The attorney speaks. Something about this page, I presume. But what is he saying? It makes no sense. After all, it was you who presented this evidence to us, Phoenix Wright. Witness! Mr. Misham, was it? Who requested this forgery? Who was your client?
That... I don't know.
What?
Most of my clients prefer to remain anonymous, even to me. I make the items they want and receive my payment. That's the extent of my contract with them.
But there's no proof this is a fake.
It's a fake.
Huh?
To avoid just this sort of problem, I always put a special mark on my works. I can say without a doubt, this is mine.
Mr. Wright, you have just presented illegal evidence to this court. My court. It was careless of me. That's all I can say. Oh, old boy! Here. What's this? I don't know. I just got it over there in the hall. They told me to give it to the old boy in the blue suit with spiky hair. They said it was really important. It was all a trap. A fatal trap. Mr. Wright? Yes? You have an explanation for yourself? If I did, would the court hear it? Probably not. Forging evidence is a serious crime, and presenting it in court a serious mistake. A fatal mistake for an attorney. Fatal too, perhaps, for your client, I fear. Tell me, what kind of defendant relies on forged evidence? The answer is quite clear. A guilty one. Your Honor, wait! I understand that presenting forged evidence in court is a serious crime, but you cannot hold my client responsible for actions I undertook as an individual. I am sorry, Mr. Wright. Your Honor? Another close call, I dare say. If the prosecutor's office hadn't received that hot tip, everything would have gone the way you wanted it to, yeah? I even gave you a chance. Too bad you decided not to think before embarrassing yourself. I see no need for further discussion on this matter. Special witness dismissed.
Mr. Attorney?
Yes?
Could I ask your name?
Eh? Phoenix Wright.
Mr. Wright. I've seen and studied many people, but none like you. I'll remember you, Mr. Wright.
Though I deeply regret having to declare a verdict in this way, this trial is over. You have the right to find a new attorney and make an appeal. However, this court must.
Your Honor?
Yes, Mr. Zack.
There's one thing I wish to make clear. Today, in this courtroom, you cannot declare me guilty. It is impossible.
I'm afraid the defendant is quite mistaken. I most certainly have the authority to declare a verdict on you.
Except, tell me, how do you plan on announcing your verdict when your defendant does not exist?
Doesn't exist? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would pull some shit like that.
Mr. Enigma! The defendant escaped. Find him, quick! Bailiff, close all exits from the building. On the double, he must not be allowed to escape. That day, in that courtroom, a miracle occurred. The defendant, Shady Enigmar, aka Zack Gramarye, did not just escape from court. He literally, unbelievably vanished. Right before the bailiff's eyes. No one ever saw him again. Not since that day.
This is the Gramarye miracle.
No verdict was declared. After all, the defendant didn't exist. That's how it happened. The trial of magician Zack Gramarye vanished. The trial of magician Zack Gramarye vanished, along with him, for all eternity.
God, this music is heartbreaking.
The mysteries that remained behind were all solved, however. But not until 7 years later. Look at this straight. Lana, chief prosecutor of the district court, gets to keep her title. Yeah, they're working at the behest of the state. It's obviously, everyone knows it's okay when the state does it. The state has a monopoly on violence. We all know this.
Yeah.
Zooey Mama. How long is this?
Ooh. I think that we should call it.
I think probably also.
Yeah.
Holy shit, gang.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say, this is like,
yeah. Another one to decompress after.
Yeah.
It's been a while since we had to go out like that.
Yeah. That one got me.
Hoo-wee. Feels bad, man.
Feels bad.
So I'm guessing my prediction is Zack, like, set him up so that he could, like, I don't know. But if he could just disappear, why wouldn't he just disappear?
Yeah. I think the brother's coming back.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I've been on the edge of my seat, kind of waiting for him.
Yeah.
That did get me.
Yeah.
I had a little single tear. Bitch, I'm a dramatic irony bitch. I want to know how that story's ending and see all of them go through it anyway. Twitter, I got locked out of my Twitter.
Did you really?
I did.
Womp womp.
I had a 24-hour period where I was like, oh my god,
oh no,
my god.
No, you got?
No, I put in my birthday, and Twitter said, whoa, you made this account a year before you were 13, or no, a month before you were 13. banned because you're underage. And I was like,
but I'm not.
But I'm not.
That shit's so stupid.
It
dude.
was the I put in my birthday. I was like, oh yeah, I'm like over 18 or whatever. If they're like,
but you weren't before.
But you weren't. Literally.
But there was a time where you weren't.
It was like you were 12 years ago, bitch. So
go choke. Actually,
keep that in mind. And I was like,
how about we just be normal, maybe?
But it was all fine. They were like, well, we're just gonna delete everything that you did on Twitter before you were 12. Or before you were 13. And I was like, honestly, probably for the best.
Sweet, I don't have to go through and do it myself.
No, I was like, there's nothing there.
Yeah.
I've already cleansed that.
Yeah.
Which what made it stupid as well, is I was like, there's nothing to delete, gang.
Already did it. That's so funny.
Yeah.
Thanks, Elon, for
you were a real
totally perfectly real and working platform.
Yeah,
You're doing amazing out there, Sweaty.
Banned for underage like consent or some shit like that, and I was like,
surely this is past the statute of limitations.
I was like, I'm 24.
Come on, bro. Come on, Elon. Just use your noggin just a little bit for once in your life, maybe.
Fucking crazy.
Use the old noodle. It'll be great.